Alright, chat, let's go ahead and get this started for the night, why don't we? How are y'all doing tonight? I was actually just in the Discord with Shiro, Ash, Nacho, Chapel, as well as Matt. They were having some really good discussions about the current meta going on in the game. Now, as far as the tier list, we're going to get ready to get started on that as well. Yo, Shiro with the membership, I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's see who's all in the chat as well. We have Nacho, SRZ, Jextro, Chapel, Matt, Shiro, of course, since they just dropped the membership. Ants, Ken, let's make sure I didn't miss anybody. Liddy, Chaos, and Boogie. How are y'all doing tonight? So, as I was saying in the Discord, tonight we will be recording a new tier list video. It's going to be the current meta. So, everything after the Space-Time Smackdown packs were added, I think we've given it enough time for us to actually do a tier list. I didn't want to do it too soon because you know when the new cards come out, it's going to take a couple of days for the actual, how do I put this? For the actual players and tournament base to start figuring out what works really well together. And then, like I said, it's been a long enough time. We're seeing the tournament topping decks. We're seeing what's falling off and what's actually coming up in the meta. So this should be fun. Eggs are taking over. The eggs are on top. The eggs are on top. Now here's my thing. Is it just because of eggs? Or does Celebi actually help the eggs? Or is Celebi just there for an extra win condition? Because eggs are super strong themselves, but it's really only eggs Celebi that I think I'm seeing. Like eggs Mew, eggs Venusaur, eggs Young Mega. That's not something I'm seeing a whole bunch of, but eggs Celebi, we're seeing a lot of that. LA Dodgers, S tier. Okay, Liddy. Okay. Getting a cold, sound a little nasally, like a little bit, Ants. Yeah, a little bit. I'm a little stopped up. I could take some nasal spray to help out with that, but we'll see how it goes. So other than that, anybody getting good pulls lately? Any good pack pulls? Any good wonder picks? I mean, tell me all about it. Eggs and hash browns. Oh, throw a little bit of bacon in there too. Perfect. Yo, Vic, how are you doing tonight? A good pack with 3 galactic team leaders and 2 Pachirisus. Oh yeah, that's peak right there. That's absolute peak. No good pulls. If it makes you feel any better, I haven't pulled anything lately. Nothing good. So it is rough. It is definitely rough out here. So let's see who's all in there. I'm about to join up into the stream room that has everybody in it, and let's see if they're ready to get this tier list started. Open the free pack. I don't know if I actually have a free pack as of right now. Let me see. I do have a free pack. You know what? We will open it. And since Vic asked us to open it, Vic, should I open Dialga or Palkia? It's up to you. Yeah, it's Carnivore. How y'all doing? It's funny how you still go by Gardevoir. Yeah. Hey, I call him Ash, Sabrina, Gardevoir, whatever comes to my mind at the time. Open Palkia. Sounds like a plan to me. Let's see if we can start this stream off with a good pack. And if not, we're going to have fun with the tier list anyway, so it's fine. You know what? I know it doesn't make a difference. I'm looking for the bent pack, though. Either bent or backwards. Oh, there's a backwards pack. Rotom, Mo Rotom, Darly, Roserade. I never remember how to pronounce that. Just wish could have saw a God pack. Imagine 5 Rotom in 1 pack. Oh, I don't know if I would call that a god pack though. That might be the absolute opposite from a god pack. Let's be honest here. Full Heart Tangrowth Watch. I don't even know if I have one of those, to be honest. Crazy Lucky pulled first Crown Rare yesterday. Let's go. I was so behind on the Crown Rares, and then I was able to pull Palkia, and then I pulled Dialga, which is crazy. 5 Bidoof Full Arts is the true God Pack. So true, Ants. So true. You know what, chat? Before we get the tier list started, I am actually going to grab some nasal spray because I am pretty stuffy. I think it's just the weather getting to me. So once I get back, we're going to get started on this tier list. Give me just a moment. Alright, chat, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me get caught up on chat. You can't more. Wait, what? Shinx's message just melted my brain. You can't more than pull 2 of the same card. Okay, I get what you're meaning. I'm going to join the call. I'm not going to talk much, but I'll give my opinion about the favorite deck. Oh yeah, not a problem. Next pitch is not even in a week, but I don't have hourglasses. I currently have 12 hourglasses, and I do not plan on buying gold. You know what? Biggie snores. Why are you over there? You need to be over here. Is there viewer paddles? Not right this moment. Nasal spray. He means. Okay, Liddy. Is 360 hourglass enough for A2A? I think it says it's going to be 2 packs. Ooh. I don't know. Barely got 20 right now. I'm going to save a lot more. We'll see what happens, Jackstro. We'll have to see what happens. And I was able to find some nasal spray. So maybe in a couple minutes I won't be as nasally. I can already feel it working. So we're off to a good start. Let me go ahead and join up here. Yo, boys, how's it going? Y'all are on the stream. It might help if I unmute y'all on stream. All right, now you're unmuted on the stream. So,
hey, stream.
Basically, like I was telling everybody in here earlier, we're going to do this tier list a little bit differently. So instead of us getting to a card / deck and then everybody just going at each other's throats, basically what we're going to do is
get right, bro. Tighten up. Okay.
Sorry, I had to mute Ash real quick. Sorry, chat. Ash, I will unmute you as soon as I get done explaining this. I promise you. But what we're going to do is when we get to a card or a deck, I'm going to call on a certain viewer in the cord with us, and they'll be able to explain what tier that card needs to be on and why. And then as soon as they get done with that, I will open the floodgates and anybody can voice their opinion. We're going to do that because that will give time for each person to get their point across without interruption, as well as having the hecticness of going back and forth. So it's going to be the best of both worlds in my opinion. So let me...
Sounds good.
Sorry about that, Ash. So with that being said, let me go ahead and... should I go ahead and record the intro before or after is the question.
You might be in the swing of things afterwards.
True. We'll work on it afterwards. Everybody voice opinion and then a free-for-all. Exactly, Liddy. Exactly. So
sounds like a good time to me.
Oh, definitely. Now, is there anybody in the Cord currently that does not want to be called on to give their input on a certain deck or a certain card? Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right, perfect. Works for me. So
cool.
Let's go ahead and pull up this tier list. So as y'all can see, and I also dropped the tier list in the actual... Wait, what happened?
Oh, no, I'm tripping. I thought there was like so many more decks. It's card over card, 2 cards per deck.
Yeah, there's 31, I believe. 31 or 32. So it's probably going to be a long one. So let me go ahead and start this recording. Output recording any changes. Okay, before I do that, I have to change the setting. That's crazy. Give me just a second, chat.
No, I saw 100 Pokemon pop up all at once. I'm thinking, I do not have time for 100 tiers. That's not happening.
I think
trust me, I would not do a tier list that was that many. I promise you I wouldn't. And I'm going to try to do a better job of keeping up with chat as well so we can get their input while we're doing it. All right, so we are here with Shiro, Ash, Nacho, Shinx, Matt, as well as Chapel. We're going to get ready to do this tier list. We're going to keep it, I'm going to say let's try to keep it PG-13, guys. Is that okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, bet.
Oh, sorry.
So, first and foremost, Ash, where do you believe Articuno EX should go?
Articuno EX is definitely the worst out of the 3 mythical birds, no?
The worst out of the 3 mythical birds, okay.
I would say a strong B tier starting out, strong B tier. Definitely not meta, not terrible.
Okay. Now, is there anybody else here in the chat that would argue that it needs to be higher or lower?
I agree with him.
No, I think B's a good spot. Now, I want to clarify. This is talking about Articuno 18T, yeah? Not like some Articuno Manaphy.
No.
It's
Articuno
Articuno
is
18T.
just straight up 2 Articunos. Everything else is a trainer supporter card.
Yeah, low B, but mid, somewhere around there. It's definitely
the worst mythical bird, no?
Right.
Yeah, because I would say it's... I'm not a huge Zapdos fan. It's definitely not as good as Moltres. Yeah. We could definitely say it's not as good as Moltres.
Right.
Moltres is the GOAT. I would say I'm okay with keeping it at B, and then we can always move it around later.
Well, the only reason why Moltres is good because it gets carried by other strong fire types, like a Fernape and Charizard.
I disagree. I think it enables that.
I knew that was coming. Although here recently, I'm not saying I'm a convert, but yeah, chat. If you've seen some of the other tier lists, Nacho here is a big believer that Moltres carries the fire type, and it's like,
you You know,
the Infernape deck is fast and aggressive. The Charizard deck is overbearingly powerful.
yeah, once you
they
get Charizard
bring-
online with multiple energy, that's a GG. 9 out of 10
It's over.
times.
It's over. 6
Hey.
energy Charizard comes out. There's nothing faster at ending a game than a fully charged Charizard.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro. I just say in my
Go ahead,
tournament
go ahead.
today, I played against this Char deck. They evolved 2 full Charizards, got full energy on both of them, and I still beat this guy.
Yeah, but
Still beat
you're,
him.
Nacho.
you're literally Nacho though. So I mean, that's going to happen.
Hey.
So we will keep
Nacho, that's
Articuno
a
at
huge
B.
amount of copium, bro. Come on,
I
dude.
have not seen Charizard in a while now.
So I know
I have not seen Charizard.
I've seen a pretty good bit of
I mean-
Charizards.
I was about to say, lucky you. I'm running into it plenty, and every time I do, it's like the PG-13 hole clenches pretty tight.
I was playing against a lot of good Gyarados. Actually, so.
So
We'll get to that.
yeah,
we'll
we'll
get to
get
those.
we'll get to Charizard. Charizard's going to be safe for last. I'm sure there'll be plenty of arguments there, but next is going to be Aerodactyl with Lucario. So I want to hear from Chapel on this one. Aerodactyl EX and Lucario. What are we feeling?
Okay, so this is the deck with this runs the Mars Shadow.
Mhm.
Sometimes you'll see Farfetch'd, but not frequently. It's fairly aggressive. Articuno, or not Articuno, I'm sorry. Aerodactyl lead is pretty disruptive to a good bit of the decks in the meta. You know, it shuts down the Magnezone, it shuts down Greninja, it shuts down Charizard. You know, Aerodactyl can do some work, but I feel like the deck is a little bit clunky in the early game and the late game.
I could
Right.
see that.
Where-
I could definitely see that.
Where it's like, you know, the dream setup is, you know, Aerodactyl out front. You've got both Lucarios online, 1 energy on your Marshadow. Everything's going your way, but like before it gets rolling, it doesn't do a whole lot of anything. And
This sucks.
after your opponent gets rolling, it doesn't keep up as aggressively as it does in the mid game. You know, it starts to fall off in effectiveness where other decks start to hit their stride.
That is true.
So
Because
I'm
it's
gonna
not
say-
super strong, to be honest.
I'm gonna say mid-high B tier. It's above Articuno 18T, not far above it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So how does everybody else feel about that?
Well, can I just say, I think
Well,
Articuno is
that's
setting the
people-
I
baseline.
think it's C tier, bro. Fighting sucks still. Even though bro said fighting our decks are pretty good, nah, they suck, sir. I still run Mewtwo over here, sir. I'm just telling you, bro.
Oh, trust
I
me.
It's about to be heartbroken when we get to Mewtwo, man.
Oh yeah, it's going
I
straight
would lower-
to Ash.
I
when it
would
gets Mewtwo.
lower this deck into C tier, by the way. So
Right. I would too, but I would also put Articuno down with it. And I think Articuno
Yeah, I
might be clogging our vision.
That's
Well, like
a good
Joel
point.
said about my Machamp and Tackle deck, you have to get that old Amber before you can get the Riola. So that means you have to start with a Riola or another basic Pokemon that you have to put in your deck.
yeah,
That's not
Right.
wrong. Now, and I do agree with what we were talking about earlier because we were talking about Aerodactyl, you know, Articuno, where they're going to be lined up with each other. And somebody said it
Yeah.
earlier in the chat. I'm sorry, but Articuno 18 Trainer is GA Cope at this point. Like, it's
Well,
falling off so
100
hard.
damage with one Lucario is not that good. It doesn't break that point with many EX and even middle stages with Cape. So.
Okay. So I feel like I will take the next one personally because I feel like it's a no-brainer. It's Celebi Eggs. We know it's on top of the meta. This is one of those decks that when I say it's on top of the meta, I mean when you look at the meta list that go from power levels, this thing is in the triple digits where everything else is in mid to lower double digits. So I'm gonna put it S tier. Now everybody else in Discord call, how are we feeling about Celebi Eggs being at the top of S tier right now?
I agree with Selby Eggs being in S tier, but I believe it should be lower than Selby Superior, because you have to rely on
Crazy.
getting that egg at the beginning.
Actually, I agree about that, but I think the Executor should be above the Celebi, not the Celebi above the Executor.
So
That's crazy take.
I was actually
I agree.
about to say Celebi Superior, which we'll get to it. And you know what? Since it's both Celebi decks, let's just lump them together. Now, last meta. No! Don't hear me out. Hear me out. This is just hear me out, y'all. Last
Hold on, boys.
meta, it would be here. Current meta.
Oh, you talking about Superior? Hold on, I got some. Nacho, you already brace yourself.
Current
Nacho.
meta,
Brace yourself, Nacho.
I put it B or C.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm saying B.
Yeah, I agree.
It does a lot of damage, especially if it still has the Executor in the list.
Celebi counters Darkrai. Simple as that. Superior Celebi still counters Darkrai, bro. And not just Darkrai. It also is ridiculous, bro. It's one of them decks where you got to be careful, because if you don't, you're going to lose. So, I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter if it counters Darkrai, since if you flip enough heads, it's going to kill Darkrai anyway. How much HP does Darkrai have? Like 160?
140.
That's not the point, bro. Celebi is, bro, listen. Celebi and Superior only got help with communication, so I wouldn't sleep on that Superior, to be honest. I would lower.
I still think it's not necessary. It's bloat. The Executor one Celebi shell is so much more consistent. The game plan is tighter. It wins more consistently. The Superior deck is a party trick. It's, hey, look, Mom, I did 700 damage again.
Nah, I don't like that, bro. Nah, dude. With the communications, all stage 2's got buffed, man.
All right, so stream chat.
Actually,
How are we
Ash.
feeling about Superior Celebi? Personally, I'm not putting it above eggs, because eggs
Not above
Celebi
eggs.
takes out eggs, or not egg Superior, but it takes out Celebi Superior, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 8 out
Chat
of 10
says
games.
this is Pokemon ESPN.
That's a good comment.
Well, I think they should be equals, because you have to rely on getting the eggs at the beginning and getting the Celebi at the beginning.
So let me just throw this out there. So with my personal Celebi eggs deck, I 90% of the time, I would even say 95% of the time, I start with eggs in hand, because I only run 2
Must be
executes
nice.
and 1 Celebi, but I still run double Pokeball. So even like somehow I'm having eggs in my hand to put out turn 1, if not turn 2.
Yeah.
That's
to
right.
Be able to put a wall out
Shit,
there.
you know,
get
it's the
execute.
opposite. It's literally the opposite for me lately, bro. I've been starting with nothing but Celebi, so I'm like, really? So I might as well just run Superior. If I'm starting with
but
Celebi
that's
and
results-based
Executor's
thinking.
nowhere to be
That's not
found,
taking
I
the
might as
deck.
well run Superior.
No, that's not taking the deck in aggregate to like its average game. That's your personal experience.
Yeah.
Bad luck on your part isn't.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not going to
you
determine where a
think,
deck
bro?
sits on the tier list.
See, here's the thing,
Yeah,
Ash. I
absolutely.
think you're getting bad
Absolutely.
luck because you're not using Mewtwo. That's all it is about it.
For real, bro. And you know what, Sheik, bro?
Oh,
I've actually slapped Miss Drevius and Miss Magius into Mewtwo, and I've actually been cooking, bro. You can ask Nacho. I've actually
that's
been
Cap,
cooking.
bro. He is
Come on,
cooking a whole
Nacho.
lot of
You're
stuff.
so cold,
You
bro.
can ask him. It's Cap.
Opium is real, bro. I'll tell you.
How's
Whoa, that
how
was
is-
who made
how's
Pokemon.
bro gonna ask and then get shut down by the person he asked?
I think the mismatches
Yeah,
Mewtwo
he's
deck
coping now.
is the same as the
Nacho's
solo
coping, bro.
quest
Nacho's
one.
coping.
That is way too many Pokemon.
Yeah, Nacho's coping, bro. But Darkrai
You would have to
could
go
mid,
and Gardevoir, Mewtwo.
I think that deck is the same as the solo deck that use.
So
What?
I would be willing to stretch it and say Celebi Superior is low A tier.
Yeah.
Just because-
as high as I would put
No,
it.
no, I think B is already good
I
enough.
feel like it's top B or
I'm about
low
to say
A.
you're tripping if you don't think Celebi itself is not B tier or A tier. Like, come on, or S tier.
You do like A
That's like,
minus.
bro.
We'll keep
Celebi
it here
just
for now,
ramps so
and then we'll
bad.
move around when needed. But next, I want to hear from Jex. Are you here?
Yep, I'm here.
How are we feeling about Darkrai Greninja?
Personally, I don't even have Darkrai, so I don't have any hands-on experience with that dude. But I mean, chip on chip damage is always a good thing, and it's not really like a lot of vulnerability.
Now,
Because
how
you're
would you
with
say when you go up against Darkrai Greninja? Would you say you beat him a lot, or is it something that you would say you struggle with?
I'd say it's solid like 60-40. Like they're winning most of the time, just because that chip is so aggressive.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it's
Like, it's
cracked.
not-
It's honestly,
yeah.
it shouldn't be here. It shouldn't be here. Honestly, it's not even the best version. Honestly, me personally, I think the Weevil version is too cracked with the Dawn. But
It's hilarious.
this one is annoying. Yeah, both
So,
of these two.
Jex, if you had to decide, what tier would you put Darkrai Greninja in?
I mean, it's really good. It's not unbeatable. It's solid. It's useful. It does its job. I say A above Celebi.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does everybody
Definitely
here
I'd
agree
say
with that,
S,
or
yeah.
do y'all disagree?
Nah, I
with
say
it?
I say
don't
S.
like that.
Sheik, I say
I
I
actually
say
don't.
yeah. I say
Darkrai
S too.
Greninja is the in my opinion.
It is
and
S tier.
From what
It
I've
is.
seen from
It
like
is.
tournament results and all that, it's the most threatening build
Yeah.
of a
It's
very
one of the most.
aggressive deck.
Yep, it's one of the most. It's very strong, bro. Trust me. I fought it.
I don't think it's the only Darkrai build that goes in S tier, but I do think it is the best version.
I fought it with like every
That's
deck,
crazy.
every class. I fought it with every class, and it still wins. Like, bro, we all know Darkrai Greninja's cracked. What are we doing? It's S tier, bro. It didn't
Bro.
fall off completely. It's still S tier. Okay.
I mean, I
It
believe
was
it.
really good when the meta was the Magnezone Darkrai. When everyone was running the Kangaskhan's and you could just chip till you're, on turn 30. But now shit is getting way more fast tempo. You can't run the Kangs. Like, those decks are usually running double Kang. They get wiped out by Skarmory. It's just not quite living up to the Magnezone version. Magnezone is way stronger.
So,
Wait, does this
Nacho,
not
would
have
you say
Magnezone
it's
in
still
it?
S though?
No.
No,
This is the Greninja build.
Wow. I still say it's S.
I think it's A, but
I agree.
I think the Magnezone version is better than the Greninja. The Magnezone go to the S. I think Greninja should be in A, I think.
Yeah, it's A. I mean, no, it's S
Yeah.
tier, bro.
Top
You're
A,
building
top A.
Greninja in Darkrai behind Druddigon is cracked. It's honestly cracked, bro.
So we're getting about 50-50 here. 50% saying S, 50% saying A. Stream chat, how are we feeling about it? Are we thinking Greninja with Darkrai, or should I say Darkrai with Greninja, is going to be S tier or A tier? Now, if we go S tier, it's definitely not above Celebi eggs. I think we all agree
Yeah,
on
it's
that.
not. No.
If it's A tier, do we put it above Celebi Superior?
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, it's
seeing
high
S
A
tier,
tier
S
or-
tier, A tier, S tier, high A tier. Okay,
Oh, it's split.
it is definitely
Lydia has
split.
a mixed opinion.
It's
You're
also
literally
50-50.
totally talking about some
The chat-
A tier. It's not A tier. It's cracked. Have you ever fought this deck? Have y'all ever fought this deck?
I
bro?
have this
Yeah.
deck, yes.
I have,
Actually,
but
now that I
I
think about it,
I still think
now that I
Magnezone
think
is
about
better
it,
than the.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
better.
yeah, person.
It's better.
like
To be honest, I have,
the
and
data
I would be
beat it.
willing to put
from
it
the data
up
I've
at
seen, the
S.
Greninja build is best.
Yeah.
But like once I think about it, it's like when I play Darkrai, what am I more scared of? The Magnezone version or the Greninja version? It's like
Magnezone.
definitely the
Magnezone.
Magnezone version.
Yeah,
The Greninja version
Magnezone
I
scares
do
me a little bit.
way more often.
Yeah.
So
But I would still say it's a competent.
Yeah.
It's technically
A tier.
involved. Like it's there's a lot of decisions that need to be made with the
Yeah.
Darkrai Greninja deck, and it's like with a good pilot, low S tier. With
Yeah.
the average player, probably
A-tier.
high A tier.
okay,
Yeah.
so we will keep it at low S for right now. We can change it later if
Yeah.
we need to.
Yeah.
But the next one is going to be Darkrai Magnezone. Shiro, how are
Mhm.
you feeling about this?
I feel that it should be above Darkrai Greninja, and below
Yeah.
Celebi Executor.
Okay.
Nice.
So S tier above
Yeah.
the Greninja build, but below Celebi X, which I personally agree with. I know on
Yeah, I agree with
paper the Greninja tournament topping seems to do better, but whenever I'm playing random battles or if I'm playing against viewers, I get more scared seeing Magnezone than I do seeing Greninja, personally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does
And
anybody
it's not
dispute that?
even.
No, I think that's a fair assessment of the deck.
Right.
I definitely don't think it's nowhere near beating Eggs Celebi.
No.
But,
X Celebi is just
trying
insane
to-
now.
Oh yeah, but like
Right.
between Darkrai Magnezone and Darkrai Greninja,
Mhm.
a lot of it comes up to who's piloting the deck,
Mhm.
what kind of draw they get. They're really close.
Yeah.
But I think you nailed it. Where it's like, yeah, if you see Druddigon out front, Darkrai and Magnemite on the bench, you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's the Greninja list is not quite fast enough for this meta. If you have the Magnezone, you can
LA
actually
Bricks
take
just
them.
said it in the chat, bro. LA Bricks just said it in the chat. It bricks more often than not. It just
Mhm.
Cause think about it. How many basics are in there? You got 2 Druds, 2 Darkrai's, 6.
And I also want to
Okay.
point out, Magnezone makes its own energy, whereas Greninja,
Yeah.
you're literally doing nothing with it except for chip
Yeah,
damage.
you
Yeah.
can't attack with Greninja.
So
It's
Yeah.
just another.
it's literally for
damage.
chip
Yeah.
damage only. So
Yeah.
you have one that's makes its own energy and can swing in for 110, which is hefty for a non-EX,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And then you
It's
have
a good
one that
hit.
just chips for 20. So
With not that much of like a drawback.
true,
Just
true.
take
Right.
off with energy,
Right.
which you already got
And
yourself.
once you put Dawn into it as well, you can steal the energy from Magnezone to use it on Darkrai. if you
Oh
want.
my god, yes, dude. So I had never seen that play until a couple of
you
days
guys
ago.
are
But like this man, he brings out the Darkrai.
Mhm.
He puts on the energy, deals the 20 damage, and I'm thinking, okay, well, next turn I'm really in some trouble. And then Dawn hits the field, and it's like, oh,
Yep.
it's game. He
It's
wins.
game. That's all she wrote. Yes.
The Dawn tech, spooky to go against.
And-
It's
Damn.
actually gross.
And speaking of Dawn, that's going to play a big role in this next deck. Now, Shinx, if you
Yeah.
would like, Darkrai Weavile. How are we feeling about Darkrai Weavile?
I definitely think it's better than Darkrai Greninja, but not better than Darkrai Magnezone. I have not seen a lot of people
Damn.
play it, but I have.
I do think it's better than Darkrai Magnezone.
Hold on.
It's-
What?
Yeah, okay. I do.
To be honest,
It's correct.
you kind of have to rely on getting the Darkrai and
Yeah.
free evolution to Weavile.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my first build of Darkrai was Darkrai Weavile, and I'll say this:
Mhm.
Darkrai Weavile is probably the funnest build of Darkrai, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not as strong as
Yeah.
Magnezone.
Yes.
I have a better win percentage with Darkrai Weavile than I have with Darkrai Greninja, personally.
I feel
Just
like
because
Weavile doesn't do a lot of damage. Because it does, what,
it
40
does
and then
really
what,
good
80?
No,
early
bro.
game
See,
damage.
no. What does he talk about? He's coping, bro. Sheik, Weavile is ridiculous, bro. Honestly, like
Because
we
what I
all
like
know
to do
this,
with
bro.
Weavile is say I get
With
Spirit
Dawn,
Home onto the
with
field.
Dawn, you get hit
Yes.
for how the damage is just honestly outrageous, bro. Turn 3 Weavile. It's just
Uh,
ridiculous.
And
Okay,
yeah,
so
with
on,
Dawn, it
bro.
is really
liken
good
the
though
Darkrai
because.
Weavile deck. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, so I was
No,
gonna
go
say,
ahead. Oh,
so with Darkrai Weavile, what I like to do is say I get the starting evolution of Weavile. I can't remember the name
Yeah.
off the top of my head.
Sneasel.
Sneasel. You get it out in
Yeah.
the active zone. Next turn, I put out a Darkrai. I put energy
Yeah.
on Darkrai. I evolve into Weavile. I don the energy off Darkrai onto
Come on,
Weavile.
dude.
And whatever is in their
Yep.
active spot, 8 times out of 10 is not very strong that early in the game and gets taken out.
But you should
It
have
is
a
so
it's not
much
a hand
fun
rate.
to play.
Come on,
Personally.
dude. It doesn't matter what it is. Sheik is gonna die. It's 90 damage turn 3, bro. It's
Guys, you
ridiculous.
realize this is a
well,
4-card
Protagon
combo
lives
you're
it,
talking
Moltres
about.
lives it, Executor lives it. There's a lot that survives it, but like to your point, Ash, it is the fastest deck in a
Yeah.
fast meta. I liken it to GA Articuno Starmie, which back in GA the meta was not fast. Yeah, you had Pikachu, that was pretty fast, but the meta itself was not a fast deck meta, barring Pikachu.
Yeah.
Now that it is a fast meta, Weavile feasts. I mean, you're really doing some damage with an on-curve Weavile Dawn.
And if
Like
you got a
it's fabulous.
Yeah, it is, bro. I'm telling you. But it's
Guys.
neck and neck with Magnezone Darkrai.
Yeah.
It's still probably
It is
under.
not
I feel like it still goes
It's
below
not even
Magnezone.
close.
No, Magnezone is a power gap ahead of Weavile. I'd
Yeah.
say it's neck and neck with the Greninja deck, where
No, it's
Greninja
not
is
even.
where it's a slow and prodding, and you really take your time with Darkrai Greninja. Darkrai Weavile is on the exact opposite end of the spectrum, and that's better in the current meta.
Yeah. So
Because it's fast.
All the
Let me-
Darkrai's are in S tier.
Bro, let me make a case
Not
right
the
now
next
for
one.
Weavile going in A tier, because you guys are all talking about this nuts combo
Okay,
where you have
A
the
tier.
Darkrai, and then you have the Sneasel, and then you have the Weevil, and then you have the Dawn. It's so nuts. You can do 90 before they set anything up. But that happens.
And then you can Dawn
1 in
again and do
200
80 more
game.
damage. No, listen. After
Oh,
you do
there's
that,
no
you
way
can
it's 1
Dawn
in
again
200.
with
It's like
Darkrai,
1 in
bro.
4.
Okay, it's less than 1 in 4, but
So
but
I'm listening to what Nacho is saying.
Not in my experience. I with Professor with
For
Pokemon.
real. Same,
I
same.
find it's about 1 in 4. You get it. Turn 2, the Weavile is active.
Yeah.
Now, to your point, that is the ideal scenario, but the deck is still a Darkrai deck. Even if you don't get the nuts, you're still dealing free damage.
Yeah.
Weavile is 1 energy to retreat, so it's not
Ridiculous.
long after the
Actually
Darkrai is ready
ridiculous.
to go that it can come in and attack.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you
And
know
do
what?
what?
You're absolutely right. The dream scenario is not the expected value for the deck's performance, but it happens often enough, and the threat of it happening puts the opponent on a timer.
Yeah.
They have to play around the fact that you could have the Dawn, the Weavile, already in hand, ready to completely screw up their tempo, throw off their game plan from turn 2. And if you don't respect that, if you go, oh yeah, they don't have the Dawn, that is so much worse sitting on the other side of the table.
Oh,
than
trust me, I know.
assuming
How many
they do,
times have
and-
I done that on stream? Oh, they don't have Sabrina. They don't have Giovanni. They don't have this. They don't have that. And they
Yeah, you
always
like to
have
cross
it.
yourself.
They always have it. Every single
Pain.
time.
Pain, bro.
So I'm good with Weavile Darkrai being there. Now, this next Darkrai build is easily the worst Darkrai build, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And, see, Matt, I see that you're muted. Would you like to speak on Darkrai Weezing, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Darkrai Weezing is the worst variant of all of the 4 Darkrai's. It is the slowest one. It does need its time. It's basically a solid burn deck until the mid game. Then is when that is when it gets really strong, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you had to pick a certain tier for it to go in, I don't think personally it's S tier.
No.
But Matt, that is completely up to you right now. What tier would you put Darkrai Weezing in if you had?
So I want to say actually for all the Darkrai's, the tiers for all the Darkrai's would be Magnezone, Weavile, Greninja, and Weezing needs to be in mid A tier actually, like behind the Celebi Superior deck.
Yeah. Yeah.
this is crazy.
Are you crazy, bro? That deck sucks. Nah, let me talk, bro. That Darkrai Weezing deck, it ain't it, bro. You're waiting for Weezing, you're waiting for Koga, you're waiting for everything else. It
Yeah, I
sucks,
think it
bro.
should be in B tier.
Yeah. You don't have you don't have Koga in your hand. Guess what? You lose the game. Come on.
I did say it's the worst one. I did say it's the worst one, didn't I? I'm not saying Pokemon's up there with all the other ones.
Oh yeah, he said it's not better than Celebi Superior, bro. It is. I mean, it's not. You're right.
It's a Darkrai deck. It loses to Celebi more often than not.
I mean, I guess they're both.
I mean, are we going all the way down to D tier with Weezing Darkrai, Matt?
No.
Nah. It's definitely better than that. It's definitely better than that fighting deck, sir. That fighting deck is D tier. That fighting deck.
I think B is good enough. B. Bravo.
I would put it low A tier, high B tier.
All right, we'll go B since we don't have anything in B so far.
Yeah.
So who have I not called on in a minute? How about? Oh yeah, just for Chapel. How are we feeling about Licky with Dialga?
Oh man, you picked the right man for this job.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I wanted this deck to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So Steel type is my absolute favorite type, and when we saw what Steel type offerings we got, I'm looking through the options and I'm thinking, well, shit, it's still a normal type option. Like it has to be a normal type. The most appealing of the new normal, well, it had Yanmega, but the most appealing normal type to partner with Dialga for me was Lickitung, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah. So here it is. So what you do is, you Metallic Turbo onto the Licky, and you X speed out, and you dawn in, and you're attacking for 140, 180 on turn 3, and let me tell you, this deck bricks more than any deck I've ever tried to use.
I was about to ask you, how often does that actually happen?
Never. I've played a fair bit of Dialga Licky, and it's never. What happens is you start with Dialga, you're missing the Lickitung, or you start with the Lickitung, you're missing the Dialga.
And you have 3 retreat costs.
Lickitung, you're missing.
No, it has 4 retreat costs and it's straight buns. It's straight buns, bro. I agree with you. Straight buns.
Let me cook. We will address all of it because I was so optimistic for this deck.
Yeah.
They're absolutely right. The retreat cost, if you lead Lickitung, concede. There is no point. You're only going to be torturing yourself. If you're missing any of Dialga or Lickitung, or by turn 3 Licky, the deck is abhorrently slow.
Yeah.
And in every sense of the word, there is no comeback mechanic. By the time you're dealing 150% of the time, your opponent has already dealt significant damage to one or both of your Pokemon. It's a heartbreakingly bad deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's D tier.
You would think it's good, but it's not. That Licky, that energy retreat.
It is a deceptive mistress.
That retreat, bro, is just sad, bro. Same with Regigigas, bro. Same with Regigigas.
So Zuck in the chat is saying Licky should be C tier.
It's so fun.
No. Okay.
Licky
well, let's be for real. It is better than that 18 trainer. It is better than that.
Yeah, that needs to go in D.
No. 18 trainer consistently does its thing.
How about
Dialga Licky rarely does its thing.
Okay.
Although I wouldn't disagree with putting Articuno 18T with low D tier, and here's why. There are so many decks in the meta right now that are both fun to play and strong. Like, we're gonna have a lot in A tier, a lot in B tier.
Mm-hmm.
Putting a deck in D tier is not saying this deck is quote unquote unplayable. It's saying it
unless
doesn't
it's called
keep up
Licky
with the majority of the decks.
Yeah.
Unless it's called Licky.
So don't forget, boys, this is a meta deck list. This is a top meta deck list, so we gotta be tight and
You're absolutely right. I'm looking at this list for the decks we haven't covered yet. There's no deck that underperforms more than Dialga Licky. I firmly believe of these decks, it's the absolute bottom of D tier.
Yeah. I think you should play Mars in the Dialga Licky because you sacrifice a lot. So the Mars can help you recover from it.
That's
It's
a
not even
fantastic
Licky
point.
to be honest. It's Dialga. He sucks, bro. If he had one energy to ramp, he'd be a lot better. But he just
No,
sucks, man. Oh my
No,
goodness.
I think Dialga is going to be okay once we get more
Yeah.
steel support. We just
I
Yeah,
feel
don't
like
have enough
Dialga's
more
still
steel
going to
going
play
to
now, honestly. Because what was it that I was using like a week or two ago? What was it Dialga Magnezone? Which, I mean, Magnezone is Magnezone, of course.
Yeah.
And it was
Right.
still
Because
fun
of
to play.
Magnezone.
Yeah.
I like
Is
that
that
you can
Magnezone?
ramp with Dialga and dawn it back to himself and hit for 100. I like that, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So the next is going to be eggs with Mew. So this is basically just an eggs build.
Nah.
No Celebi, no anything like that. So Ash, how are we feeling about it?
Nah, come on. Nah, we're not doing that, bro. That's honestly, it's probably better than the. Nah, it's probably
It's still
C tier.
eggs.
Probably,
It's still eggs.
It's
So let's
eggs.
point that out.
yeah, I was thinking about it. Like eggs ain't no chump, so it's probably better than Aerodactyl. But honestly, what is this? Eggs, Mew, and who?
Just eggs Mew. Basically eggs,
Eggs, Mew.
Mew. So you run an execute
I don't-
double, execute EX double, Mew, budding, whatever, Eric, whatever you want to throw in there.
Heck, nah. This deck sucks. I'm gonna be really honest with you boys. This deck, this isn't it, bro. C tier.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I've not
No
seen a
Celebi.
single.
No. See, you don't use grass without using Celebi, bro. I've been told y'all boys this. Celebi
Yo.
is grass. Okay.
How's everybody else feeling about it?
So the angle for this deck is that it's an eggs deck that can
Yeah.
beat the char matchup, right? And
Yeah.
so in any other deck other than char, you don't even really play the Mew.
Yeah.
It's just you're relying on Executor. What 80% of your matches? I mean, come
And
on.
that's what the Celebi deck does too, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Celebi deck also does that.
Well, but I mean, nah, dude. Come on, Mew. Come on, dude. You saying Mew is better than Celebi in the grass? Where you can
No, I
Erica
don't think
and
it's
Potion
better.
and Cape and Ramp.
It's not
Come on,
better.
dude.
It's not better,
But
but
this
it's
deck
probably
runs
not
better
sure.
than the tournament. So I think it should be better than the Celebi Superior.
right.
Celebi superior? Nah, dude. Come on.
Well, you
Mew
already know
sucks
you're
on-
about to get Ash
Mew
with that one.
sucks with Executor. We tried this last meta. What are we doing? We tried this last meta, bro. Come
Liddy
on,
makes a
Nacho.
good
I can't
point.
believe-
Liddy in the chat says Executor is all you need to make a deck
Right.
right now.
Yeah, so might as well just run Magnezone Executor. Why not just why gimp yourself with Mew is what I'm asking you.
Hey,
bro.
we were actually
Mew is not
talking in the
consistent
Discord
enough.
about trying out Magnezone eggs. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ash. Just to see what
Mew is not consistent enough, bro. There's like 50% of the Pokemon Mew get countered by.
Now they're
Yeah, and you
also
just don't
making
play
a
it.
good point about the Mew countering Charizard, which I get. I definitely get.
Okay. And not just Charizard, Mewtwo, Palkia. There's a few Pokemon he counters, but there's too many he doesn't counters, bro.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
Yon Mega. It's just a lot, bro. Infernape. It's
Yeah,
just
but-
too much, man. It's
Yeah,
too
but
much.
those decks-
You saying
those decks
Charizard like
play
he's no
in
one's
the
running
tournament.
Charizard. Everyone's running Infernape, and Infernape claps Mew if you don't have
Bro,
Cape, bro.
You're talking
So-
off your ass now, bro.
There's
Nah,
a lot of
nah.
Charizard in tournaments still. Charizard is
Yeah, there's a
way
lot of
higher.
Charizard in tournament.
I have not
Apparently
seen a
they just
single
started
tournament.
recently
I don't know
popping
what
up,
you're
but
talking about.
Charizard, come on. People are running Infernape, bro. That's what people are running.
So if
No,
we
I
were
have
you're
to
not
running
put
seen a
Infernape.
single tornado.
Really?
I have
yeah.
not seen one.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. That's
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that I personally thought Infernape was going to be really, really, really good when I first saw the card, and we are
Yeah.
not seeing Infernape on the tier list, or it's very low the tier list, or we're
Yeah.
not seeing it in
Nah.
tournament play. People are going Charizard instead.
Charizard. I mean, I guess they go Lazardon. Why not go Lazardon? He's safer. He's safer, I guess. Like, come on,
Mhm.
dude. You guys suck.
So if you had to pick, I'm willing just for the fact that it has eggs to put it in A.
yeah.
But everybody collectively,
I don't
do
think
we
it's-
think eggs but alone, basically alone, right? If you were to play
Nice.
eggs, Mew versus Celebi Superior, who's going to win that?
Eggs.
X.
No,
X
bro,
would-
no, dude.
X
No.
would win.
Oh my god, bro. What?
If
Mew
you're
isn't
running X
doing
alone-
anything 40, 50, 60, 78%, 80% of the time, bro. It's just Executor by himself fighting
Yep.
whole decks, bro. He's fighting
Mew can even
Darkrai's and
focus on
Gyarados
the
and
beat,
Palkias. Come on.
X-Men
So-
thing
What
is
is Mew
starting
doing?
off really fast, so if you
Yeah,
guarantee
X
to
really
start
fast.
off
Only
with
one,
X,
one
then-
energy is enough to attack. And you can put the
Okay.
energy in the Mew.
I mean, it's
It's just,
It's gonna be
if
consistent
this
if
deck
X is
was
your own
good,
one.
bro, people will be running it. It's not good.
People
But
are.
people are
It's crazy.
running it in the tournament. It beats a lot
No,
of that.
bro. People are running
Because people
Celebi and
are running
Executor.
it
You know
and
why
then
people are
don't
running
win that
Celebi
shit.
and Executor? Because Celebi is a better partner with Executor than Mew
yes.
is, bro.
It is, but
I mean,
the
thank
eggs
you.
with the Mew is still good. It's still decent.
It's alright.
yeah, we're not saying it's as great as the top tier meta. We're saying it's a different deck, and we're rating that different deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Is
different.
it better than Wheezing Darkrai? Probably. I don't know,
No.
dude. My hands are up at this one because I don't like Mew on Executor. Nah, dude. That's you guys can rank this one, but I don't know, bro.
I mean, in my opinion, Mew is a terrible card. Like, it
No,
does
no,
get
no,
some
no.
play, but
See,
Okay.
no. Mew's a terrible card with
the only
Executor.
reason why people run it is because I have no idea why people run it, to be honest.
All right.
Well,
next
I
deck.
run it in
Makes
Mewtwo.
sense.
I run it in
That's the
Psychic
job
because
it
he's
does.
broken in Psychic, but
Mhm.
you can't just slap him on any team and expect
Well,
him to
copy
carry.
is-
No, you're right.
copying
You're right.
an attack
Yeah.
from another Pokemon is not that useful.
Now,
Yeah.
Shanks, Mew does something that no other card in the game
Yep.
does,
Mhm.
and that is
You know?
answer. It immediately answers from the back row the
Yeah.
biggest threats in the game. Some
Yeah.
decks are really good against the average Pokemon, but against the heavy hitters, Palkia, Gyarados,
Yeah.
Mewtwo.
Charizard, of course.
Mewtwo, bro. It's a lot of
Mewtwo,
Pokemon.
No,
he's
nobody's out here
found.
running Mewtwo.
Well,
Let's be real. Nobody's out here running Mewtwo. But for example, sure.
Anyway.
What Mew does, no other card in the game does. And there are a good handful of decks that vastly improve their matchups against many meta
Yeah.
decks with the inclusion of Mew.
I'm pretty sure the genetic Apex Mew does that exact same thing for one energy.
No, bro. No, dude. Come on.
Actually, I want
No,
to say
come on,
my
dude.
opinion.
No, Genetic Apex Mew, it does Psi Report, which
Yeah.
for one energy
No,
you deal
Ditto.
20 damage,
Genetic
and what
Apex
is it? You
Ditto.
look at your
Copy
opponent's
anything.
hand.
Yep, and I tried to use that card with the Mewtwo deck this meta, but it just doesn't work. You know what does work
No,
though?
no.
It's Miss Magius with Mewtwo, bro. Trust me. But yeah, Celebi eggs. I mean not Celebi eggs. Executor Mew. Come on, better than Superior? Not even.
Yep.
But anyway,
It's better.
So it
It's
looks
better.
like the next one. I've looked into this deck a little bit personally. It's going to be Magnezone Marsho, basically the anti-meta deck.
Anti-meta
Yeah.
deck.
So
Yep.
I think on this
Yep.
one, I want to hear from let's say
And
Chapel.
it just Ditto does the exact same thing.
Chapel. Okay. I'm actually going to pass this one off to Nacho.
yeah,
Okay.
Nacho
And
actually
it-
ran this deck.
Once he, I was getting ready to say, once he gets going into it, it'll be clear why he's the guy to talk about this deck.
Yeah.
I've got some things to say about it, but
Yeah,
Nacho's
me
your
too,
man
bro.
for this deck.
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Let's get
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So I did play a lot of this deck, and it's definitely an S tier deck. So it has certainly fallen off because one of the things that was great about this deck is the Hitmonlee, which
Yeah.
is just not so great in the meta right now. This is a Hitmonlee deck. The way I was running it at the end, I was only running one Marshadow. And so really it's a Magnezone Hitmonlee deck
Okay.
in
Yeah.
reality. And that damage is super good with the Magnezone. You know, you're hitting a lot of the 140 Pokemon that are out here right now
Yeah.
for 30, getting them to 110. That's huge, but you know, it's just not so good now that there's less Druddigons and
Mm-hmm.
there's
Mhm.
more aggressive decks now, which
Mhm.
just eat up the Hitmonlee. So it's not the top, but it's definitely above the Darkrai Greninja. And definitely above the Weavile, too. I don't know how that deck is in S tier, to be honest. That deck should probably be B tier.
Bro.
Hey, leave my little Weavile alone, man.
Nah, you sleeping on that Weavile, bro. For real. But I would say that this deck is. I was watching Nacho use it, and it was just missing something, bro. It was just missing something like I don't know. Like it was strong though. It was definitely strong. Countering Darkrai, Magnezone.
I think the consistency is makes you miss it. Okay. Because you need Hitmonlee in front to deal some damage, and then you need to have Magnezone to back up the damage.
But to start off with Marshadow was Nacho's worst nightmare. By the way.
Yeah, if you start with Marshadow, you are done.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, just starting off with Marshadow period is just very terrible. By the way,
I personally think Magnezone Hitmonlee has fallen off to the point it's really not S tier right now. I think it's still high A. I'll even say it's above Executor Mew. But I don't think it's I don't think it's the monster it used to be. It's still a great deck. It counters a lot of what's going on, even still. But now that the meta has
honestly, I think Darkrai Marshadow is not even Darkrai Magnezone Marshadow. Honestly, it has fallen off. It's just what's crazy? These decks are falling off by the week, bro.
Yeah,
like it was
to make
literally
more of these tier lists.
God tier last week. Now it's kind of mid. Nah, that's just wild, bro. So the ones that stand at the time is the real strong top meta decks, bro. Like that Magnezone.
Magnezone, Darkrai, and Celebi Eggs
will stand the test of time always. Right. He's dark. He's a dark type. Greninja won't though. But
okay.
Yeah.
So next is going to be Gallade EX. I was actually really happy for this card and very disappointed once it actually came out. Personally. Yeah. So Ash, how
because you know why Sheik? Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you take this one. Explain to us why this card is bad.
You know why we were so disappointed in this card? Because they've designed this card to just be like a Superman. Like they want him to just do everything on the fighting deck. When fighting deck has no good bait, like they just designed him. Like I don't know, his damage is the problem. His health is good.
Health is great.
His stage 2 is fine. Yep, all that's good. Retreat is good, but he's not consistent enough with the damage. Come on, dude. You can't just be doing 70 for 2 energy, bro. Like, I understand if you're trying to counter some energy units, but not everyone's like that, Half the game isn't like that, so he just fell short, and it's sad to see.
So, are we thinking it's below Aerodactyl?
Nah, it's better than Aerodactyl. Come on, it's better than Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl.
I disagree.
What?
I think the Aerodactyl deck is just
bro.
Better.
Honestly, it's above that. It's above that Weezing Darkrai.
So
Gallade is in the chump. Gallade isn't a chump, but he is at the same time.
So how about this? I do have to run to the kitchen real quick and grab something.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna let y'all argue this one out, and
let's argue about this Gallade real quick.
And I'm gonna see what y'all come up with when I come back.
Yeah. Let me can't be sitting up saying Gallade is not better than Aerodactyl, bro. Are you serious?
No, I think it should be better than Aerodactyl because you cannot search the fossil.
You know what the most important reason why Gallade is above it? Because it doesn't have the fucking Lucario in it. What is that? We don't need it.
Alakazam.
Yeah, Gallade is...
Okay, I think that's actually a fair point. I think people really overestimated the effectiveness of Lucario.
Yeah. I do think Lucario is better than Aerodactyl. Come on. And it's better than that Weezing Darkrai. Like Gallade isn't. You see Gallade, you actually have to do something. He's not just this is a troll deck. It's a Gallade deck, bro. So I do think
it may not be meant to be a troll, but when I face Gallade, I laugh.
I mean, yeah, but still lose to it though. If you don't You know, it still takes out Gyarados, takes out who else does it take out consistent? Who does it consistently take out? Is my
So
question.
the thing about the
Galabi,
Blade is that it doesn't one-shot anything consistent. And it's not supposed to do that. It's a 2-energy mon. You're supposed to play your Farfetch and your Hitmonlee and fuck up the board.
Hitmonchan.
Come in with the Blade. Yeah. No, you don't need the Hitmonchan in that deck. You're not running Lucario. You don't need the Lucario.
You do need Lucario, bro.
No, you don't, bro. Gallade will do anything.
No.
Gallade is always doing 10 damage. Gallade is always 10 off the damage he needs to do.
Yeah, which is why you run the Hitmonlee and the Duck.
Yeah.
So what are we feeling?
I don't know.
We could just
Let's focus.
Lonnie.
So we came to a decision that Gallade isn't like a troll deck. It's not a licky, but it's not a Darkrai Magnezone, you know. So it's a solid middle of the road, no? Middle of the line?
No.
Tier?
No, it is not.
Come on.
It is certainly behind the average. By
I
a
definitely
margin.
think Aerodactyl Glade. I think Aerodactyl Lucario is better than Glade.
Yeah.
Really?
So is it above C tier?
It is above.
No.
I would rate it B
no.
tier. Sheik, where would you rate it, bro? Hold on, let me hear Sheik. Where would you rate it?
I don't think
Be
I've
honest.
ever won a game using Gallade.
Wow.
You just can't respect it.
Nope, it's bad.
I have used Gallade on stream plenty of times.
I was playing against those guys.
So it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
You know why Gallade isn't meta right now though? Let's be for real. Because Lightning isn't meta right now. So once Lightning gets a
No,
boost-
hold on a second. Magnezone ain't meta right now.
I mean
Come
that's
on.
Magnezone, bro. I'm talking about like
Besides Magnezone, what else do you need?
I'm talking about like Pikachu and Zapdos and shit like that. Real Lightning cards. But,
Actually, I have an opinion. I think that right now stage 2 Pokemon is
where do you talk? I haven't fought a Pachirisu in years. In
Hold
months,
on. Shiro, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I think right now stage 2 Pokemon is not any good at all, except Charizard. So I think.
And Magnezone.
Yeah, I mean the EX one, the EX version of the.
Yeah.
Infernape.
I'll agree with that. Yep. Infernape is fun, but is it good?
Beats
You know what?
actually made a
3 decks
very
away.
good
We'll get to
point
Infernape
in the
here in a
chat. Beats said Gallade doesn't bring does not bring great enough value for it to be considered a stage 2.
For real.
Damn.
And
Yeah,
I don't disagree with that.
No one cares about
like
health,
Ash
bro.
said, if Gallade did 10 more damage,
Yes.
it'd be
Yes.
decent. It'd be high
Yeah.
below A, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It always feels like it is just short of relevance.
Yeah.
But because it is just short of relevance, I don't even see it beating Aerodactyl Lucario.
It's weak at the moment, but hopefully fighting gets some strong basic bonds. Remember when I told y'all that they don't have any strong basic EXs? So hopefully once he gets some actual help, he'll be good. But he's just he's not it for now. It's sad to see because I love routes.
Yeah.
Right.
So next is going to be Garchomp Manaphy, and I believe I'm going to say.
Oh no.
Jex, did you say you wanted to take this one?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it, brother.
So I don't really use this deck, but I have quite a bit of Garchomp experience because in this like the 45 event, I've been using Garchomp a lot. But instead I use Farfetch'd just because I don't know, I feel like it does make it less consistent. That's just the main issue with Garchomp dual energy. If you don't get that water fighting, then you're just kind of cooked.
Yeah.
The inconsistency is the issue. But it's just so strong, like in terms if you can get it up, it's strong. He can take
what I don't like about
the hard hitters from like
Okay. Yeah.
But and then like you can have an early start because Farfetch is colorless, so you just 40 damage like instantly is just off rip. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of damage, and then you put Cynthia in there.
Yeah. So where would you rate this deck though, this Garchomp Manaphy.
Oh man, Garchomp Manaphy does add consistency in there, but I feel like it's just kind of
Still kind of bad.
mid.
yeah. Garchomp himself is not good. I'm not gonna be too biased about it. He's just not that great.
Yeah, I mean, being able to hit for 150 for 2 energy
Yeah.
using Cynthia is great, but you don't. I mean, I don't want to say you don't see it a lot because I have seen it, but is it enough for it to be stage 2, dual energy? You have to pull
That's
Cynthia.
exactly what I was about to say, Sheik.
Yeah.
Is it worth that crap? Like, come on, dude. If you're asking for literally the hardest conditions in the game, you got to be Darkrai level. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and that's
No,
just my
I-
take.
He's definitely.
You're literally
Here's my
asking for
take
the
on
hardest
Garchomp
condition.
real quick. Garchomp is potentially very strong. If
Yeah.
you get your energy online, if you get your stage 2 online, if you've got your Cynthia,
If
it's great. I'll even
If you
say
can-
it's great.
That is
If
a
you
lot
can
of
get
info.
Garchomp in it, you can get Cynthia easily because of the Garchomp ability. But I think the
Exactly.
energy
I
is
was just getting
the
ready-
energy
I
is
was
always
just
the
ready to say
issue.
that was-
I want to make a point.
because it's
where-
dual color.
Yeah,
And
the
because
dual
it
energy is always the
requires-
issue right there.
but Manaphy
It really
Manaphy
hampers.
covers the water issue, so it's not
I
the issue.
I don't think Manaphy
No,
is
no.
removed.
I think Manaphy can cover the water issue because you need to put water energy in Manaphy to make it works. If you have
Yeah.
all
Oh,
fighting
okay.
energy, you cannot use the Manaphy at
Yeah.
all.
You still
Right.
That's
need
right. That's
to
right.
get the proper energy.
Wow.
Yep,
thing-
So
if
it
you
just
get your
sucks.
water
So
energy,
it literally
why not
sucks.
just go ahead and put it on the Gibble?
Yeah.
Manaphy is better for either
Yeah.
several Pokemon or Pokemon that need 3, 4 energy. Manaphy Blastoise, nutty. Manaphy Garchomp, it's diminishing returns. You get 1 turn of
Yeah.
Manaphy,
Yeah,
and then it's like, well, I could
Then
have
it's kind of
just put
useless.
that energy on the Gibble.
yeah. That's why I like to use Farfetch instead. It's like
Because
Farfetch is
I've
whack.
seen a lot of Garchomp deck bricks when you get so many water energy or even so many fighting energy, you cannot get the other energy. It breaks a lot.
it doesn't feel like
That's
Manaphy
exactly
is just
Well, it
diminishing
doesn't
return,
matter
like
if the
you said.
man is
Manaphy
in
doesn't
there or
feel
not. It's
necessary.
still gonna need that water energy.
From what I'm hearing here, does it go D tier at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, it goes to
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
where
think-
in D tier,
and
before or
Garchomp has a
after
lot of
Articuno?
potential with that 150, but it's only 150 for
above
2
both of
Articuno
them
is still
decks.
better, I guess.
oh man,
I
It's
agree.
above-
I think Articuno.
You know why it's above both of them decks? Because you can actually attack with Garchomp. You can actually play the game with Garchomp. Those two, you can't play the game with those.
If you get the right
No,
energy.
no. Articuno, if you miss your Misty, it's kind
Yeah.
of slow. If you get
Yeah.
1 single energy off
Yeah.
either Misty,
yeah.
Articuno
Nice.
18T it's pretty consistent. You
Yeah.
always get your game plan off with
And
18T Articuno.
Articuno also gives you that slight chance of that turn 1 Misty flip for the win.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes.
Because you got to
And
think,
that is-
a lot of
that is
times
the-
everybody puts down that one Pokemon that's going to be 40 HP, 50 HP. If you
Yeah.
get that
80
Misty flip,
HP.
I mean, it's pretty much a GG at that point. So I will. Articuno, don't get me wrong. Articuno is still bad and it's still D tier. But I feel like just
Right.
that alone
Right.
puts it above Garchomp.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know why people thought Manaphy would be good. You don't need
Yeah.
that much water energy to.
Actually, I don't
Right.
need Manaphy in the Garchomp deck.
You don't need that much energy, but it's literally
Yeah.
impossible to get 1 energy for this dude. Like, it was so bad. It was so
No, yeah,
bad.
that's-
People thought Manaphy was the answer.
No, his
Alright,
only
y'all.
issue is like the double energy because people were saying that like the going through the cards is hard. I don't know. I've never really struggled with Garchomp going through the cards. I feel like you.
It's
you just
not a
go
bad
quick, you
card,
just
but it's just
communications
some
and
energy types,
Pokeballs
bro.
and
The most.
His ability.
They chose the most 2 random energy types. Literally.
No,
Right
yeah,
now,
sure.
Dragon
the
deck is
No, water
struggles
fighting is the
in the
typing that Garchomp always
energy.
is in the TCG.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
always
yeah.
water fighting. But
Right.
okay, let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you. I want to see if you guys agree with this.
What?
Garchomp Farfetch'd would be low mid C.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so. Garchomp Farfetch is just
Definitely better than that Manaphy.
if your energy if your
Yeah.
energy works, then you're going through all the cards. You will always have a Cynthia. That's the thing about Garchomp. Whenever I use him, because you go through so many cards, you're gonna have Cynthia, so you will hit that 150.
But Cynthia
And throw
gets
a cape
hard
on him?
countered by Cape, though. No? These big tanky mons
I
that
mean,
want
there's that 10 HP. that you
Some
gotta
decks it
cycle
does.
through.
Some decks it does. Yeah,
But then
you got a point
that
there.
means you just save the Cynthia and then you hit something else that 150. It's like then you just hit two 100s. Sure, you lose that turn, but I mean, you still have Cynthia
Right.
in the end, which you will hit somebody with. There's only
Now,
two.
what do you guys?
I got something for you. No, hold on. I got
Yeah, go
something for
ahead.
y'all to think about here. In future, when we have more decks, when there are more combo strategies running around, do you guys foresee Garchomp being a back row utility mod for that draw ability rather than an attacker?
But you having to
no.
give up
Stage
3
two
to
just for-
6
yeah.
slots in the deck for that.
Yeah, the stage
It's too
2
slow.
for just that. Nah. You're gonna be
Because, I
shooting through
mean,
your deck
you
for
think-
to get
you think
Garchomp
being-
rather
I
than
mean,
Stage
why
two
don't
is-
you just run Meowth at that point and use it in active to attack?
Yeah.
and
Facts.
get a draw.
Yeah.
The only reason I can think is because it's passive. Whereas Mew, you have to give up that, or not Mew, Meowth, you have to give up that point. You only get as many draws as he stays out in the active. With
But the stage
with-
2 is kind of problem, I think.
Now, Ants
agree.
did make a good
I
point.
agree.
Ants made a good point against what I said. Ants says, but we also have to think Greninja is stage 2 just for utility, but Greninja's
Yeah,
put damage
that's a
on the
way
field.
different. Yeah, that's a way different ability.
Bro, just
yeah.
compare Greninja to Garchomp. What is this, bro? No, you don't do that. Greninja's S tier as a Pokemon. Garchomp,
No,
okay.
that's what he's saying is. Okay. No, I think that was.
Then they need to fix the stage 2 problem and then
Yeah.
the
Garchomp
energy
sucks.
problem
Yeah,
to make Garchomp
yeah.
better.
Right. Bro, I
Garchomp
think you guys
sucks,
are
bro.
misunderstanding what he's saying. He's saying
Yeah.
if a stage 2, like Greninja, can be good with only being on the bench, then so can Garchomp. You know, it's not such a huge liability, but
But Ants
I
also
think
did
it's too
say
slow.
that the ability is not
Yeah.
worth it if you just got to dump a card to use it as well.
Right.
Bro said,
exactly.
"Can we move on?"
Yeah, and I agree with Matt.
Yeah,
We do need
that's-
to move on. So next is going to be Dialga Yamega. Matt, would you like to take this one?
R.I.P. Garchomp.
Actually, I'm not much of a Yamega Daga player, honestly.
Okay.
Can someone else take this one, please?
Anybody hear that?
Oh yeah, I
raise
could
this
take
deck?
it for you, bro. I could take it for you. It sucks. Just say it. No, bro. I just want you to say it. It sucks.
Okay.
Okay, well, to be honest,
I
it is
played a
better-
little bit of
it is
Dialga
better
non-Mega.
than Lucky. It is,
In my
it is better than
opinion-
Lucky.
In my opinion, it should be better than Darkrai Weezing. Like,
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah,
I think that's about where it goes. Is mid B above Darkrai Weezing.
It is
Okay,
about
and then
an
that right.
Kaiju in chat also
Yeah.
agrees. They said as a Yamega enjoyer, they're going to say Dialga Yamega is low A or high B. So I'm cool with it being high B. How about y'all?
Yeah, it's middle
Yeah,
of the road.
yeah.
B tier for sure.
I do
Middle of
think
the
there
road.
are better partners for Yon Mega, only because 3 energy is not a big ask, especially not for 120 damage. Like
Mhm, mhm.
you're dealing good damage for that 3 energy. That's
No,
it's
that's
a
better
solid
than
card.
Magnezone. Don't get me wrong. That's good,
Yeah,
but
it's not bad.
it's so much better things you can ramp with one more energy. You could be doing thousands of damage with Licky. It's just I don't know. It's just
Nah.
What?
I don't
Thousands
know
of
about
damage with
that
Licky.
Yon Mega, bro. Yon Mega ain't it. We all know this.
Bro.
I don't know.
No, let's be for
Yon
real.
Mega
This
ain't
is
it,
the best
bro.
Dialga deck.
Your Mega is usable,
It's
but
not.
it's
Yeah,
not
Yon
good.
Mega is the best.
It is
Dialga
not even
deck.
better than
Dialga is
Dialga
not the best
Skarmory.
Dialga.
It's not better than Dialga Skarmory. Are we serious?
What are
Yeah.
you running with? No. What are you running with Dialga Skarmory?
I run
to make
Dialga
the energy
Skarmory.
ramp.
Okay, Dialga Skarmory either Heat Ran or I like to run what's his name?
Cooking up deck on
Registeel?
the spot, bro.
is it Registeel?
Either Heat Ran or Melmetal, whichever you
Oh.
prefer. But
Oh.
you know they're both better
Yeah,
than
both of those pretty well.
Yon Mega.
So
No.
I feel
Stage
like
one Yon Mega.
Yamega Dialga is good for top B, and I am going to let Ash take this next one because it seems like
Yeah.
Ash likes this deck, and
Oh,
I know
play
that, I
this
know
deck
there's
daily.
going to be
No.
argument.
Play
here.
this deck daily, Sheik. Yes.
All right,
I play this deck
Infernape,
daily.
Moltres. What are we feeling,
Bro,
Ash?
I use this deck daily. Bro, first of all,
She-
I want to say this. I want to say the cons to this deck first. of all. The cons to this deck is Giant Cape. Okay, the pros to this deck is it just clears 80% of the game, bro. With a Dawn, and it's just ridiculous with the. It's good, and I would say is at least B tier. At least B tier. Come on. Like, this deck is ridiculous. It clears Darkrai, it clears Celebi.
How's everybody else feeling about this? I know Shinx wanted to say something. Shinx, what are you feeling about this?
To be honest, I've always thought Moltres is the only reason why Fire is good as it is.
Yeah.
But
Moltres Enjoyer.
just Infernape by itself, if you can't get that Moltres early game, it's just terrible.
Moltres is a tank. Let me tell you why I like Moltres or Infernape, other than Heatmore Infernape like Nacho. Moltres is the tank. He's a supporter. Boy. He's a supporter. He's an attacker. He can attack early with Dawn. Moltres is ridiculous, bro. He really is.
Zuck says, Ash, I love you, buddy, but you're wrong.
Dawn.
Bro, I'm wrong. You did okay. I'm wrong, but we got Executor Mew. I'm wrong, but we got Executor Mew in A tier right now. Let's rethink what we're talking about.
No.
Come on, Nacho, bro.
No, let me finish.
You're not this right now, dude. Come on, bro. You're not.
Moltres should be above Darkrai Weezing, but below aired.
It's better than Yanmega Dialga. That deck actually sucks. It's A tier if you're really being honest. Like,
I think Dialga is the best for Yanmega, because if you want to evolve Yanma into Yanmega in a tank in front, I think Dialga suits the.
No, bro. Monferno and no. Let me tell you this, bro. I use this deck daily. I'm glad this deck is on here because I actually use this deck daily. Listen, bro. Moltres is ridiculous. You put your energy on Moltres. You ramp Infernape. Next turn, you can Dawn that energy back and clear almost anything.
Do 70, bro. Have fun doing 70.
Okay, so you can retreat. You can retreat and do 140. Dawn again and do what's 140 plus 140?
What is doing 140?
But 140 can kill anything, you know.
What Pokemon is doing that 140?
Like I said, the cons of the deck is Giant Cape. The pros of the deck is it counters a lot of meta decks.
And
Grass.
Liddy says that's if
Magnezone.
you got Dawn.
Right.
If you have Dawn.
Magnezone. What do you mean if you got Dark? If you got
But Zuck and Ants are both saying it's between
you have Magnezone
A and S.
Like, what are you talking about?
To be honest, I think it's in between Airdash or Gallade.
Sheik, help me out here for just a second, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's something that needs to be said about Infernape real quick.
Yeah.
And I don't think actually Liddy in chat nailed it.
What did he say?
Moltres is not the partner for Infernape. It's the obvious answer that everyone is gravitating towards. It's not the right answer. There are two Pokemon that pair better with Infernape than Moltres.
So you say
that's Dodrio and Giratina.
Bro, you sleeping on Heatmore, bro.
Heatmore's mid. I can see why you'd say that.
No, dude. No, dude.
Bro, Heatmore is the most mid Pokemon I've ever seen.
Dodrio was a troll deck. I seen a YouTuber that made that. Giratina is garbage, sadly. And Moltres is actually competent, bro. Moltres, if you Dawn, is ridiculous on fire.
What Moltres is good for is putting a lot of energy on the board. You put a lot of energy on Infernape. What you've done is you put 2 energy.
That's the thing. Listen, that's the thing. You don't need it. It's not wasteful, bro. It's just not wasteful. You have Dawn. You literally have Dawn. Turn 3, you can listen, bro. It's not wasteful, okay? You need that energy. You're not wasting that energy.
You need both Moltres on bench for the Infernape Moltres to work with Dawn. With Giratina, with Dodrio. First of all, Giratina I think is the slow option, and I don't think it's the right play. Dodrio gets early damage in to cover what 140 doesn't knock out. It gets the early damage in, it retreats for free, keeps the energy, you Dawn off of that. Moltres is not putting early pressure on, and you're wasting the efficiency of Moltres on a Pokemon that does not benefit from the overwhelming amount of energy support that Moltres brings.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is, bro, Moltres It's ridiculous with Dawn, bro. You got Dawn now. It's not like Moltres can't attack. Moltres sitting up there tanking all the time. He's tanking, but now he can actually put pressure on.
Okay, we know how you feel, bro.
So Shiro is saying the best way to build Infernape is with low punny.
Yeah, but Shiro's Shiro. We all know why he says that. Come on now.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kidding, Shiro. I love you. That was a joke, buddy.
Basically, I do agree with Sunny, actually. The Infernape pairing needs to be with an early aggressor rather than a support character. Honestly, because
absolutely.
Infernape
Absolutely.
does have the
I think
damage left.
Dodrio is that.
Basically,
We can agree it's B tier. We can agree. We can all agree it's strong.
Oh,
it's strong.
Infernape Moltres is in the right spot in this list. I think Infernape Dodrio goes above the Algaeon Mega. I don't think it's much better. I don't think it's much better than Infernape Moltres. But it is
Whoa. What was that D tier slip there, Sheik?
Oh, my finger slipped. My finger
He's
slipped.
trolling. Doing a little trolling.
No, but can I say actually one thing about Infernape before we go on?
Go ahead.
Infernape does have a little bit of consistency problems as well. Sometimes it can be not very consistent.
And not only that,
right.
Giant Cape punishes Infernape, but
yes,
pretty hard.
Giant Cape is a huge problem for Infernape as well.
No, I think we're good and locked in on Infernape. Next is going to be Lake Trio.
C tier. C tier better than Aerodactyl. It sucks, but it's just it sucks.
No, man, come on. No, if she could go ahead and pick somebody, but there's some things that need to be said about the Mesprit deck.
The Lake Trio.
Go for it, Chad.
Actually,
you go for it.
Chad. Requires
so
the Pokemon
here's
to be
the thing
two
with
different Pokemon to be in event.
hold on, Shanks. So every Pokemon in the Mesprit deck is a neat idea. You know, you've got your sniper, you've got your energy ramp, you've got your nuke. They're all great cards in concept. If they had 20 more HP apiece,
right,
it'd be a great deck. 70 is so low. It doesn't matter if you get your nuke off eventually. It doesn't. First of all, the nuke. What is it? 160? Have I got that right?
It doesn't even nuke. It's not even a nuke, bro. It doesn't kill Gallade. It doesn't kill Infernape. It doesn't kill nothing, bro.
No,
Mewtwo.
160 is it's higher than Palkia. It's higher than Mewtwo, and both of those are absolutely nukes.
But you got capes now, bro. This deck is just sad, bro. Honestly.
I mean, looking at it from the other perspective, though, if you put Cape on those Pokemon, give them the extra HP, does it help them to the point where it makes the deck a little bit better?
Honestly, you gotta have all three of them on the bench for Mesprit to do damage.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Actually, like you do need the Uxie and Azelf on the bench for it to work. Basically, like if you take out either one of those two, the nuke is just gone. Basically,
yeah,
that's the problem. That's the problem with it.
Are we
also,
agreed
they're all
on
really
D?
weak.
C tier.
They're like 70 HP on each one is just pathetically weak. Like if they had at least 90, it would be better.
Yeah,
Cannon.
I think D tier, bottom of D.
I'll say C tier.
It's like tempered glass cannon. I think we
Should be lower than Articuno still.
Yeah, this is a D tier deck if we've seen one today.
Okay, so this next one, I have to let Shinx take it. I've been waiting for us to get this deck just so Shinx can. You know what? Just because Shinx said that, I'm gonna give it to somebody else. I'm just kidding. Shinx, go ahead. Luxray.
Okay.
Make your argument.
Now y'all know I've been playing Luxray continuously. I've beaten so many Darkrai Greninjas with this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's better than Darkrai Greninja, but I think it's better than Execute Mew.
It is, bro. It's nasty. This deck is nasty. I've lost to it. Like actually,
I've
lost to it.
play this deck or play against this deck. Really, so.
Luxray is so. Oh my god.
You know what? I thought Volkner would be the worst card, but bro is actually low-key one of the best cards. That junk is ridiculous, bro. You can Volkner back-to-back to hit. You can do that back-to-back. You know that, Sheik, right? That's not a one-time thing.
On any Pokemon,
yes, bro, that's
on
ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro.
Like, with Luxray, you can use Giovanni. It kills Celebi in the bench. It always one-shots a Greninja, completely counters Greninja Darkrai. And it two-shots a Darkrai. Luxray two-shots any Pokemon.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
you can use Giovanni to hit the bench?
No, only they active, and you can hit any Pokemon too, literally.
And how much does
So, I
Luxray
do-
hit for again?
120,
120.
and you know.
Hmm.
I don't think it's better than Magzone.
Now think about it, 120
But I
isn't
definitely
that
think
much
it's better
damage.
than
but
Edge.
it's,
So
It's
how's
good.
everybody else in the call feeling about it being mid-A?
Not even close, bro.
Not
really.
even close? What are
It
we feeling?
discards
Nacho?
all energy. It discards all energy. It's like Infernape, but worse. It's insane.
But you can Volkner it back. You can Volkner it back.
But it's kind of
Yeah,
slow
It's
because you
Volner
need to
and
evolve
Donker help you do
everything.
that.
You usually don't want to keep it in the active. You can hit once, retreat, maybe go into your Lux and
What's the retreat
Electivire.
cost on Luxray?
Yeah, that's what I was
Zero.
looking about now.
No retreat
I
cost.
won just about every single con of Luxray.
Last
I
time
just
has
think
not-
Luxray Pikachu is good and Luxray Electivire is amazing.
crazy.
It's good. I lost
That's
to
a lot
it,
of
but I don't
supporter
think it
cards.
was.
So Nacho, I do have to ask this since you're probably the one here that plays in the most tournaments. Have you ever come across Luxray in a tournament?
Not in a tournament. I'm sure it has like some showings in the tournaments, but it really is making no waves right now, which is unfortunate. Like, it's a very cool card. It's a very cool
Yeah,
deck.
it's really
cannot
good.
compete
It's
with
actually
the,
really
the
good.
other EX Pokemon, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
actually really good, bro.
Okay.
I lost, and you know what's
Oh.
funny that you said that? I lost to it in a tournament, bro. Like, yeah, it's pretty nasty if you
So
know what you're doing.
Jinx says it's nasty.
LSU.
Ash says
No.
it's nasty. Chapel, what do you feel about this deck?
I say it's B
Good
tier.
How about this? We move Shelby Superior above Luxray and then move Eggs below Luxray.
Whoa.
Yes, it
That's
is.
a
It
huge.
is. Come
That's
on.
a huge move. That is a huge move.
Eggs Mew isn't nowhere near meta. Like, no one runs this. Where do y'all find this data? Nacho,
Brother.
you know this. You know no
I
one
will
runs
send you
Executive Mew.
screenshots of the last Ursi tournament where it had a
Yes.
60% win rate.
And show me the
Yeah.
other 90% Executor Celebi players.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course that's a
People-
more popular deck, but it had a less win rate because there were so many
Wait.
Char players.
I want to say something. People play Celebi Executor more because Celebi can work with Erika. It can heal Celebi. But people play Executor and Mew because there's a lot of Charizard in the tournament that they cannot deal with Charizard with Celebi. That's why they put Mew in it, and it works. It wins a
He
lot
beat
of
me one
tournament.
time.
Yeah.
He's saying that he beat you with it, but like, you were probably using a troll deck, bro. You know, it's
No, it
not
is-
good.
Charizard deck.
I've never ran into it, actually. I've ran into it like twice. Come on.
Okay. So
All right, for anyone who's
definitely
curious, I'm posting receipts in the Discord.
okay.
All right, I'll see them.
So let's
them.
move on to
definitely think
Dialga
Luxray
Melmetal.
Electivire is
Dialga
worse.
Melmetal is
Then,
better than Dialga. No?
So are we thinking
I
Melmetal is a
definitely
better build than
Luxray,
Yamega?
I do think so.
Luxray,
I do think
Luxray, Electivire is definitely on the same level as Celebi Execute, but not better than Celebi or Execute. I think it's like dead in the middle in between those two.
All right, I'll go look at the proof.
I feel like as far as Luxray goes, just because we haven't seen a whole bunch of it, I'm gonna keep it at low A right now, and then we'll see how it goes. You think Kaiju says Yamega is better than Melmetal for them? How are y'all
Facts.
feeling about
I
that?
agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. No metal is a tank.
Yanmega is better.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's
I mean, they
it's so
basically do
close.
the same amount of damage. 120
They're so
and
close to
100.
each other.
Okay.
No, Melmetal's better with the ability, but Yamega.
True.
I mean, you can brick Yamega, bro. You've never bricked
Dude.
Yamega?
I've never
Yon
played
Mega
Yon
takes
Mega.
3 energy. It only takes 3.
You've never bricked Yon Mega, bro? Come on.
Rin says Ash out here playing a different game.
No, bro. Y'all out here
For
playing
real.
a different game, bro. Y'all out here playing a different game. Yon Mega's not better than Dao. I mean,
Am I
yeah, he's
really
not
behind
better
the
than Metal
times?
Metal, bro.
No, it's the kids who are wrong.
Have you ever seen a Yon Mega? No. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever seen a Yon Mega Dialga deck? Or you
Yes, bro.
No,
Yeah,
Actually,
not.
kind of often now that I think about it. Yeah,
Ash,
And I-
look at that tourney.
I do think Dialga Melmetal is
no.
just a little bit better, but I see a
Yeah.
lot more Dialga on Mega.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point, Chapel. Mel Metal is better than Yon Mega, bro.
A
Mel
little
Metal
bit.
can
No.
A little bit.
Yeah. How, bro? He can tank. Do you not read his ability? Do you not read
It's
the
so
card?
simple. 3 energy versus 4 energy. You attack
Okay,
a whole
that's
turn
true.
quicker.
Okay. So he takes one more. Okay, I get that, but he takes 30 less damage.
And
do you get that part?
20.
He takes 30. Oh,
my
20 less
God.
damage. Okay, it's still less
20.
damage, bro. It's still more tankier than Yon Mega, bro.
So why is
No?
Baxter not getting
But
up
if you
there?
can attack faster, it's better, I think.
Okay, you boys saying I'm
That
playing
reason
Vice
why
City,
Baxter
but
don't get much better.
I was waiting to see how
You
long
said I'm
it took
playing
Ash to see that.
Bro, they said you was playing Vice
Vice
City for real.
no, you're saying I'm playing Vice City, but you got Executive Mew and A tier. Like, hey, buddy, we'll keep our eyes out on them boys.
All right, so moving on to Mew Greninja.
You
Nacho,
Greninja. Oh my
I'm gonna let
god.
Nacho take
Yeah.
this one.
Mew Greninja, okay. Can I pass on this? Because I looked through this tier list, and this is probably the only deck that I've literally never heard of before. What the fuck is this
That's
deck?
That's
never
why I
heard of
gave it
Mew
to you
Greninja.
because I've never heard of Mew Greninja
No.
before.
Can we just leave it off the tier list? Can we just
Yeah,
not put
yeah.
it on?
Agreed. Second that.
Yeah, for real. That
That's
shit
like-
is
let's
just put
disgustingly
it in
bad.
Put it
there.
on you.
Hey, when I was
That
over
is-
here, some
Well,
In the back.
I don't even know if it's bad. It's just it's a non-entity.
It's
We
just-
have no data.
We never saw it in play, I guess.
You know what's funny? It's
I
probably
never-
better than that.
I
It's
have
probably
not
better than that
seen
Dialga
Mew
Yon Mega,
in
but anyways,
All right, so
it's
Miss Magius.
Miss Magius.
So
Magius.
I feel like I'm gonna let Shiro take this one.
I love Miss Magius,
Ooh,
by the
Oh,
way.
I have no idea about Miss
Yeah,
Magius.
Miss Magius is no. Let me take this. I run Miss Magius.
Okay.
with Mewtwo.
I'll let
Alright.
Ash take it.
Go ahead, Ash. Go
Miss
ahead.
Magius, listen, Miss Magius is definitely one of the best EXs out of the new set. It's ridiculous.
Okay. I'm gonna hear you out.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Miss Magius with the confuse status effect. He does 70 damage, 1 energy retreat. I mean, what? You want to? Who wants to battle and see? Like, it's ridiculous, bro. But you know, I'm just keeping it calm because yeah. But Miss Magius. But what is this deck though? Like, who else is on it? Is it,
Right.
like
Azelf, right? I assume.
probably Mew or something. But Miss Magius itself is just ridiculous, bro.
So
You don't know.
says they
because
love Miss Magius as well.
Miss Magius is trash. You're saying Miss Magius is trash? Yeah. And I'm playing Vice
No,
City.
okay, guys.
I'm playing
guys.
Vice City shit.
Here's the song.
I'm playing Vice City, bro. Come on,
Yo,
dude.
chill, bro.
No. Here's how you play Miss
I'm gonna
Magic,
go
right?
bad. I'm
You
tired.
run it with Cresselia
Yeah.
and Gardevoir, and when your opponent beats you, you give them a free card. That's how you play Miss Magic.
I'm gonna go bad. I'm going to keep the stream online. I swear to God, street. If you move upside down, I will fight you.
All right,
It's
bet.
coming.
All right, bet. Have a good
Get him,
night.
Jim.
So
Take care, man.
I have yet to build anything with Miss Magius.
I think C is fair enough.
I think
Yeah. Maxi.
yeah, I do like Miss Magius, bro. Ridiculous.
I have a rainbow wear.
I think it
We
depends
can
on what
tell,
you
bro.
pair it with, but I do think
Yeah.
it has high C potential.
Yeah.
Okay,
think the
move
deck
on.
is-
Move on. Let's
All right.
move on.
So
Yeah, let's move on.
18 trainer Pachirisu. Is there
If
anybody
you
here
actually,
that
I've
plays?
never liked this deck. I've never liked this deck from day one. So I gotta say it's straight buns. But I'll let you go. I'll let you boys go.
Actually, I don't like it. Any Pokemon play with 18 trainers.
It's not even that. It's just come on, bro. 18 trainer.
Is
It's
there
not the best
anybody
deck
here
for
that's played 18 trainer Pachirisu and has impact?
Yeah, I played it, and I've used it, and I played against it, and I played it in tournaments, and it sucks. It honestly sucks. Bro.
Hold on, y'all. It looks like Matt might have some input here. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Actually, I have not played the 18 trainer version myself, but I have played the Substrika version, basically.
Yeah.
The Substrika version is really good at picking up Pokemon on the bench and then tagging them in with Cyrus and then tagging out for Pachirisu. Like, Pachirisu, honestly, can be a threat with the Rocky Helmet or the Cape. Like, you build it up on the bench, leaving Substrika to pick up a Pokemon, you tag it in with Cyrus, you swap out for the Pachirisu, and then you hit him back. Like,
even the Pikachu Pachirisu is good, but the 18 trainer is mid, bro. I'm sorry.
So are we thinking like bottom C for this?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Can I speak on this?
I actually do like to see Pachirisu like in the B tier, like at the bottom of B tier, actually.
What were you saying, Nacho? I'm sorry.
Bro, this is honestly one of the few S tier decks right now because I hate the 18 trainer decks just like all of y'all.
Oh my God.
I would never play this deck if I was covered in tar and I would never play this deck in my life. But
Nacho, you've beaten this deck countless times.
No, and I've lost to this deck. And I don't understand why I lose to this deck.
You lost to this deck like once, bro.
Okay, I can actually tell you. Now, I haven't played it myself, but I've run into it a good handful of times, and I may be the only guy here who's an 18T stan. I don't think we have a great 18T deck yet, but eventually they will print an EX that makes 18T ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not Articuno. It's not even Pachirisu.
It's not
Pachirisu. I think Pachirisu is currently the best one, and here's why. The strategy requires you to run some of the best cards in the game in Rocky Helmet and Cape. You're already running, like, it being an 18T deck, you're already running 2 Cape, 2 Helmet. There's no reason not to, but this card directly benefits from it.
Yeah.
The speed of Pachirisu 18T is oppressive. In an already fast format, it keeps up, right?
But you can brick so hard. You start with 5 cards.
You
and none of them are
cannot brick,
guaranteed to be
bro.
twos.
It's so
Are you serious?
hard to brick.
You know how many cards are in your deck other than your...
every time? It's guaranteed.
Well,
It's
I'm not talking about Pachirisu, sir. I'm talking about the tools that aren't guaranteed.
Bro, you have 4 tools and you need it by like turn 3 max.
Yeah. By the time you're attacking
draw
Pachirisu, the odds of you not having a tool are very low.
4 tools?
By turn 3, if you haven't hit Professor, if you haven't hit a tool, you get through half of your deck by turn 3.
Right.
And you have 4 hits.
I mean,
you almost always have it online by turn 2. But I will say, this deck does have a very common bricking issue, and that's going first. If Pachirisu EX goes first, it goes from mid-high A tier to mid-low B tier. And I think that inconsistency lands it at the top of B tier. It's fast. It is fairly strong. 80 for 2, that's not, it's not blowing anyone's mind, but it is good damage, especially if you're Rocky Helmet with it. It's good damage. But
guys,
it's swinging.
this is a top 5 deck in most of these tournaments. It's putting up numbers, bro. It's fucking ridiculous that it does, but it really is putting it up.
Zuck says it's a high risk, high reward deck.
It's a mid-range deck. It's mid-range, right?
Yeah, it's B tier.
No, it's
for sure.
definitely aggro.
It's not no goddamn top meta deck. Come on, dude. You see this deck, you aren't scared of this deck, bro.
B is good enough.
Okay,
He's fine.
I wouldn't say I'm scared of it, but when I see Pachirisu and by turn 2 they haven't played anything else, I'm thinking, oh my god, they have the Cyrus, they have the Sabrina, they've got everything they want and more, and I'm on a clock. Now that clock isn't, again, it's 80 damage, if they don't play that second Pachirisu, you win. And if they do play that second Pachirisu,
You're screwed.
if they went second, they probably win. It's tough. It is a very swingy deck.
It's a glass cannon. It's a glass cannon.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It has a very high ceiling, but when it bottoms out, it's very easy to take advantage of when it doesn't get a decent hand.
I feel like we're hearing a lot of B, and we're also hearing a lot of S.
Yeah.
Nacho saying S.
I would say it's
Y'all
A.
are saying
B. I do
I'm
agree with
feeling-
Nacho. The fact that it's been prevalent in tournaments does result it being an A tier.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think A.
it's just.
I feel like
A
I
would
don't
be a
see
good
it.
compromise.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
people
think
are
that's
saying C
fair.
is because
Yeah.
it's under.
It is better than that Celebi Superior. No, it's not better than Celebi Superior. What am I talking about? It's
not better than to be superior.
it's not.
Yep.
But
So much
Hey,
better.
howdy, Pokey. Welcome to the stream, bud.
I guess you could put it there, Sheik. That does make sense.
Nice.
Can we
I definitely
below
think Mag
Celebi superior?
Marshadow is stronger. I don't think there's any question there. I can see it being A tier. On a decent hand, it definitely earns an A tier slot. There are plenty of games where it's not on a decent pace. And those
Yeah.
games, it has no comeback. It's not a resilient deck in any way. It's definitely a glass cannon. So I don't think it's beating Magmar Shadow. It could be better than Eggs Mew. I definitely think it's better than Celebi Serp, but y'all know me and Celebi Superior, so I'll let that one go. I think where we've got Pachirisu right now is the right spot.
I think it's fair enough to put it in below Celebi superior.
So, I
No,
feel like,
I don't think it's.
I don't. Yeah, I feel like it's. Are you saying it's not better than Celebi Superior?
No.
No, it's not better than
better.
Celebi superior.
I
Nothing's
disagree.
better than Celebi Superior once it's actually online, but we'll save that for another topic later. Yeah, Pachirisu is definitely good here. It's prevalent in tournaments and
Mm-hmm.
it's decent. You know, it's not the best deck, but it's decent.
So next
I
we're
like
gonna
that.
have.
I think
Palkia
right there, Sheik,
Vaporeon,
that's where it goes.
And
Exactly.
I'm gonna let
Definitely
Jextro take
above that.
over Palkia Vaporeon.
Definitely above that Mew though.
Like the meta one, like the Palkia, Vaporeon, and Manaphy, or what?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
probably.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the
okay.
best.
Yeah, that's
I like that. I personally, I don't try to use meta decks too much, but that one, it's just synergy is so nice. It feels so like comfortable and stuff. And
Yes.
I don't really have an issue with like
Awesome.
getting Manaphy first or whatever. Like I feel like I go through my cards and get my Pokemon pretty fast. Like I don't know. I feel like it seems like it's difficult to get online and stuff, but I don't know. I never really had an issue with it. And the synergy
No,
is
dude.
beautiful.
Yeah.
They all work together.
Hold on, Ash. Hold on.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's really good because I mean it hits and you're getting energy like a stupid amount. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Like high A, maybe S, maybe.
I think
Bro, don't play with me.
Yeah, it's definitely S tier. This deck is
S?
actually
It's
ridiculous.
S tier,
This is a top
the
3
fact
deck
that
right
it
now,
is-
bro. This
consistent. I believe it's fair to be bottom S tier.
hmm No, dude,
Because
this is
Wild.
top.
Consistent enough.
This is a top 3 deck right now. This deck is so ridiculous. At first we thought Vaporeon wasn't even gonna be good with Manaphy Palkia, but dude, it's actually ridiculous.
What? Who's we? As soon as Manaphy
I'm
came
saying,
out,
like,
everybody knew
like
Manaphy.
that was just
Vaporeon.
Yeah,
instant. That one
Vaporeon
clicked.
is the goat
Yeah,
when it
yeah.
comes to that.
No,
Like,
Sure.
He wasn't the first.
Yo, Grover's how you
Manaphy
doing?
Vaporeon Palkia is STS's Mewtwo Gardevoir.
And,
Which is to say, there's better
Yeah,
decks.
it is.
in-
It is.
for example,
It's
Pikachu.
wild. It's wild.
But
Zuck made a good
I'm-
point.
I'm-
Misty as well. If you get a good Misty flip,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't rely on
One-
it most of the time,
Oh.
but yeah, even
yeah.
just one energy is good. I don't want to seem too
Exactly.
ambitious and say like S tier for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to seem too.
not
Yeah,
how prevalent
I
is
think
this
it's
in
mid-S.
tourneys?
I like it.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely
think
mid.
Palkia, I think Palkia Manaphy goes between Darkrai Zone and Darkrai Weavile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's wild.
It should be better than Darkrai.
What? You don't think it's better than Darkrai Weevil? Come
Yeah,
on.
it's
Okay,
better than-
well,
No, I do think it is. I do think it is. Oh no, you're asking Nacho.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nacho.
I was asking everybody.
Nacho, how
Like,
you feeling
yeah,
about
it's
it?
better than.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so well, first of all, of course it's better than Darkrai Weevil. That deck should be D tier. To be fair, I don't know what it's doing up here. I've said it before, but
All right, we give you that.
but considering it's up here, Palkia Manaphy has fallen off quite a lot with the advent of Skarmory. Just because the Manaphy gets one shot before it can even get a single energy off.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And that just hurts, man. That really hurts.
Wait,
and you
Didn't the Palkia deck start running Cape for
But I think you need
like
to be
yes.
specific counter, right?
Forgot the cape. You forgot the cape, bro. That deck is
Bro.
ridiculous. It should,
Well, no,
You guys don't understand.
No, have the
I
cape into it
don't
kinda
think the
sucks.
Cape strategy invalidates the Skarmory advantage over the
Yeah,
Manaphy.
no.
I don't think it outright negates how good Skarmory is against it, but it did bring the balance back a little bit towards Palkia.
Mhm.
Right, it brings it back, but it also makes them play a not
Makes
very
it
good
harder.
card in their deck.
Yeah,
You know,
it makes
that's
it
a
harder.
card that they, yeah.
Palkia was like very balanced in
that's
how
fair,
it
that's
worked.
fair.
It was very tight and very like conformed, and so having to add a cape in there just to solve that very high priority issue, but that one issue, it just seems like it just throws off the balance that Palkia
Yes.
beautifully has.
Yeah,
it,
no,
it sacrifices
Okay.
your win rate to other decks.
Palkia, Miss Magius, what a Darkrai. These EXs are just ridiculous.
Look at
Um,
you.
No.
Man, come on now, spit that out your mouth. You just
Licky,
put Miss
licky, too.
Magius in the same sentence as no. Come on now, it is not that
Well,
good.
I'm not saying Miss Magius is better than Palkia. No. But yeah,
No. You said Palkia, Darkrai, Miss Magius as a sequence.
there's some
As
What I
if
mean,
Miss Magius is anywhere near Darkrai or
I think I'm
Palkia.
looking at what you're doing.
And it is definitely
Those are
not.
like the best cards from the new set, bro. Honestly.
He is saying that all the Ekans are good, basically. That's what he's saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to make
that-
Shinx his
that-
own
yeah, that
tier
is what he was
for
saying, yeah.
Luxray.
I know. Thank
Yeah.
you for that. Thank you for that.
So the next is going to be Palkia Greninja. Nacho, you want to take this one?
Palkia Greninja.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting one. I don't think that has much legs, really. I would
It's not
probably
one
put
that I've
it
seen.
C tier.
I think the
I
Palkia
would-
Greninja is where you
tier
put
D.
the Jordan in front.
Hold on, Shiro.
Yeah, it's just not quite as consistent because if you're running the Palkia, you probably want to be opening with it. Like you're not running Manaphy with this deck.
Yeah, you
That
still
would be
are running
weird.
Manaphy. You still are running Manaphy.
No,
bro.
this
No,
deck
no,
is
why are you
Palkia,
running
Greninja,
Greninja?
and Drud.
Just
So,
Jordan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
This was like
I just
early
think there's
on.
better ways to run this deck, and
Yeah.
Okay. So are we feeling it's better? I'm gonna say it's C tier at best.
Yeah, it is.
Is it
Yeah,
low
it's-
C
it's-
tier?
No,
No
I think it's high
Manaphy
C
is
tier.
wild. No
Like,
Manaphy is
If
wild.
you can get Palkia Greninja going, it's
How are you
not
gonna get that
bad.
energy through?
It's just so slow.
I feel like
And
you
right now,
are
slow
banking
decks just
on
aren't
Misty
accommodated.
Flips for this though. At this point,
You absolutely are. You absolutely are. But
It's
when the Misty flips, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think
I
high
mean,
C.
yeah, it's just
when the Misty
It's
flips,
basically
it's not bad.
Bad version of Gyarados.
okay,
I just
okay.
feel like Palkia, like I said earlier, that balance is you can't shift that balance or else it's gonna just crumble.
True,
And-
true. And I hate to do this to Pikachu. Actually, I don't hate to do this to Pikachu. Pikachu has to be D tier now, right?
Ooh.
No.
No,
definitely
Sheik,
not.
Come
What?
on, Sheik. No.
No. It's not indeed here.
It's better. So Pikachu's worse than Aerodactyl and Lucario? No.
Absolutely not. It's just
D.
not.
I mean, it's
play
C.
is the
It's C
thing.
tier.
Yes.
Yeah,
tier.
it's a solid C tier.
Are we
I'd
feeling
say
high
to me with
C or
Palkia
mid
and
C?
Miss Magic. Mid
Honestly,
high.
with Pachirisu and Zapdos, Pikachu could be strong, bro.
How come
So,
Nintendo's
bro.
king is fallen?
Can we move Gallade up a little?
Yeah,
Doing
honestly,
everything.
same, bro. Gallade does deserve to be moved up a little bit. Come on.
I moved it
Gallade
up
is
a
above all
couple of
these
notches.
C
I
tier.
moved it a couple of notches.
I see it.
So This next one I
Delayed
have not
is better-
seen yet.
Yeah.
Primate Lucario. Is there
I don't know
anybody
about
here that has any kind of input on
Yes,
Primate
yes,
Lucario?
yes.
Go for
Yes,
it,
yes. I find every Lucario based deck, every fighting based, every one of them. And Primate is actually. Wait, which Primate? Hold on a minute.
The Mythical
Ash.
Island Primate.
Yeah, this is new Primate.
Ash about to say he plays
Um,
every deck in the game religiously.
It's Mythical Island Primate.
No. Mythical Island Primate is 120. That is nasty.
No,
Say
Mythical
Shadow.
Island Primate 50.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, 50.
one energy.
Oh, yeah. This
Yeah.
one is cracked. Yeah, this one is cracked. This one is good. This one is a solid C to B tier. This one is good.
Are we thinking it's going to be above Palkia EX Greninja or below?
Honestly,
Should
yeah.
be below.
Honestly, yeah. Palkia Greninja is really ass. Primeape, on the other hand, punches for 50. Turn 3.
Mm-hmm. And then when you pair it with Lucario,
I was
Yeah,
about to say
yeah.
potentially 70.
mhm.
Yeah.
It's-
Ant says y'all are sleeping on Primate. He goes off in Vice City, bro.
Jesus.
Oh man, that is wild.
I'm
That
actually
is
going to
wild.
sit here and
Dirty.
say Primate Lucario. I
Yeah.
think Primate Lucario, especially if you have the one Marshadow in, Primate
Yeah.
Lucario is the best shell for Lucario
I'm
right
about
now.
to say that's
Not
the best
exactly.
fighting deck, yo. Is that not
And
the
I think
best
it
fighting
pushes
deck?
it-
Right?
No,
Not
because
the
you've got
best fighting
Zone
deck.
Marshadow. But
And-
I think it's low B.
Yeah.
Really?
I
I
think
would
so.
put it above a lot of those B tier decks.
It is better than Yon Mega. Yon Mega. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We're playing two of the worst EXs and we're coping for it, right? Yon Mega
Basically.
sucks. I would say it's
Bro,
better than Yon Mega for sure.
no, we're
Strong.
not talking about Yon Mega again, bro.
Come on. This Primate Lucario deck is an actual good deck. I can say that.
Okay.
It's an actual deck.
Okay, hold on a second.
Mhm.
We just kind of let him put Darkrai Weavile. First of all, below Darkrai Weezing, which we all agree
Yeah,
As
nah,
it
below
should.
Weezing
Okay, so
is
hear me
wild.
out. I just did that to see how long it would take y'all to notice.
Bro,
I
I saw
noticed
that.
immediately, but
Below
now
Weezing
it
is
actually needs to be
wild,
addressed. I think the inconsistency of Darkrai Weavile, there's an argument to be made that it is not S tier.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
No.
S.
I do not
No.
think it's B
Not
tier.
S. Yeah, it's not S.
It's probably A. You're right.
Yeah, I
It's
moved it
probably
today.
Low A.
I moved today.
Yeah.
That's an
that's
acceptable
fair.
spot for it. I
So-
definitely think it's better than Celebi Superior, but
How-
Right.
I do think
right there's fine.
I do think Primate Lucario is better than Dialga Yon Mega, honestly, bro.
All right. Good to know.
Dialga-
It's
No,
more.
don't disrespect
If you
that
go
Dialga
turn
that
one
much.
with Dialga, listen to me. Turn one with Dialga, what do? Do you concede? Yes, you do. Come on, it sucks. It
No,
sucks, bro.
Dialga's a tank the same way Moltres is. Even if the energy
Yeah,
acceleration
guess.
isn't as good as Moltres,
But,
it's just as tanky,
yeah.
and it
We're gonna
enables
make it
its
S.
attacker
Yeah.
just as efficiently.
Yeah.
I do like Darkrai. I do like Dialga Wigglytuff more than Mega. I mean, come on, dude.
Ooh,
Okay,
But-
okay, buddy. Bro, tell me
Yeah.
you like
That's a
flipping
hot
coins,
take.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I might have to try that actually.
yeah.
yeah.
Dialga-
Now
Wiggly is the best
Ash
partner,
might be
obviously.
cooking
Because
with
you can
that.
actually league with the Jigglypuff.
Yeah,
if you have to.
Guys.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fun.
Okay,
Okay,
we'll
Chapel,
save that.
unless
for
you're
later.
trying to, unless you guys are trying to cook on another one of these concede to win decks, bro, it's not gonna work.
No.
See, Nacho,
I
no,
think
no, we're
Wigglytuff
coping.
is. I think Wigglytuff deals enough damage to go with
Yeah.
its disruption, which, by the way,
Exactly.
Sleep is.
Same with Miss
Sleep
Magic.
No. Sleep blows confusion out of the water. You can't
Right,
swim.
right.
That
Yo.
difference alone,
Well,
Miss Magius might as well. It might as well
well.
not even have an effect.
No,
exactly,
no,
bro.
no.
You can
No,
retreat
no,
out
no.
of it.
See, no. They're meant for different things. If they wanted to copy and paste it, they would have. Confusion is ridiculous. You have to retreat out of it or risk a chance. It's ridiculous.
Bro, it
bro.
does
It's not
the
as
same
good
thing,
as.
except you
It's not
can't
as good
retreat
as
out of
sleep,
it.
but you can't
Yeah,
sleep.
Okay. Okay.
Here's why confusion is in the game. Confusion is in the game so they can add that kind of disruption to a higher damage tier. It's like, yeah. We want it to kind of sleep, but we also want it to deal some aggressive damage. Okay, so let's find a middle ground between doing nothing and doing the best status in the game.
Let me tell you why Miss Magius is one of the best EXs. First of all, it has 1 retreat cost, 140 health, which is good, a good stage 1. 2 energy for 70 and confusion, bro. You're forgetting.
I'm picking Starmie over Miss Magius every single day.
What City is playing it? Because I need to know, bro. Like honestly. But yeah, dude, Miss Magius is really good.
So the next we have Rampardos.
Oh my god, they just said confusion of that. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know anything about Rampardos very much. I played against it a few times.
Yeah, me too.
I see it once every week, I think, whenever I'm playing the game.
Can I take this one though? Can I talk about this?
Go for it, Matt.
The ability, okay, yes, Rampardos is not very consistent, but when it goes off, dealing 130, 150 with Lucario for 1 fighting energy is insane. Like, if you really think about it.
Wait, what's the drawback though? We know it's a drawback.
It hits
Then
itself
you
for
do 50 damage to yourself.
No. See, we're not about to sit up and act like that's not a big problem, bro. You can do one attack and you're dead the next turn.
I'm saying it's not very good. It's a fun deck. It's fun. I'm not saying it's completely viable. It's good at one thing, and that is hitting hard. It hits very hard.
No, I agree with you. That is ridiculous. But it's just not it's just not powerful enough. I would say.
I'm not saying it's a good deck. It's a fun deck. It's meant to be casual.
I
deck.
agree with you. I agree with you. But I'm just saying, like, it's just not. I don't know.
So Matt, where would you put it in the tier list?
Yeah.
I would put it like obviously below the Lucario Primate deck. I would put it like in C tier.
So that's really interesting. So the way I'm sort of seeing the fighting decks right now, obviously I don't really consider the Magnezone fighting deck a really true fighting deck because that's just a cop-out.
It's Magnezone.
It's Magnezone.
I would say that Gallade and Rampardos are sort of tied, but for both of those decks, you're better off running no Lucarios in there. And so I think if this deck had no Lucario paired with it, and it was just like the Hitmonlee version, I think it would be way higher.
I'm not gonna lie, Gallade is better than what y'all saying it is. It's definitely better than Dialga.
No. It's not that you're lying. It's that you're wrong.
Gallade is so bad. Like it's so mid.
You're just having an experience that isn't incongruent with the rest of everyone else's experience.
Gallade can take out a lot of mons.
Bro, y'all are tripping on Gallade. Ash is right. Yeah, it's definitely a B tier card, bro.
It is.
It does work, man. It does work.
It does. It's not garbage.
I'm willing to put Gallade up some, but I don't think it's B tier. It's
I've seen Gallade a fair bit. I've seen people trying to make it work.
Honestly, like I fight him all the time. Like he's actually.
You can put Gallade in front of Miss Magius, I think.
To Gallade once.
So
you know who I never fight. You know who I never fight is Dialga Yanmega. You know why? Because it sucks. Go on, Sheik.
Bro.
All right.
Go ahead and look at that tournament screenshot and look at what the highest win rate deck is. It's Dialga Yanmega.
The highest win rate impossible, or just for that Dialga?
Bro, I'm just saying this is from the tournament that happened a week ago. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It might go down.
Okay.
Yeah, we know it's gonna go down.
So, Jextro, would you like to take Gyarados?
Gyarados?
Actually, I do want to say about Gallade. I don't think we found the right version yet, though, for the card.
Nope.
I still have. I don't think we found the right version. I'm sorry, but it has potential. It's just.
I told you we need more basic attack. We need more basic fighting EXs like Mewtwo.
Mm-hmm.
Like we need like a Palkia for fighting. Some crazy.
I could agree with that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Miss Magius is in the same boat.
Yeah.
Give it another set or two more options for these kind of strategies,
Yeah.
these cards will improve.
Yeah.
But as they are right now, we're doing a meta tier list, not a what if. Magical
Delayed has
Fairy
one
Land.
retreat cost. I realized that all of the EXs, like the strong ones, they have really low retreat costs. So one retreat cost is wild on Delayed, bro.
Executory X has a 3 retreat cost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dialga has a 2 retreat cost. Palkia has a 2 retreat cost. I think a low retreat cost is powerful. I do not think an EX with a low retreat cost makes it powerful. It has to do more than just run away.
Right.
All right, so it looks like Shiro actually would like to take Gyarados, so go for it, Shiro.
There you go.
Yeah, go ahead, Shiro.
I think Gyarados is still good right now, and I can put it in S tier below Palkia, and above Darkrai Greninja, because the HP is a lot of HP, and in fact, it's stage 1. It can deal. It is more consistent than Greninja.
Okay. Would anybody else like to add to that, if you agree or disagree?
I would like to add, because Gyarados is A tier. He's not S tier anymore. Gyarados, he was S tier, but now he's A tier. He's still ridiculous, but he's not as well. I guess he is with the 200 health. Gyarados is just annoying. It's just as simple as that.
If you cape Gyarados, that's a whole tank.
Oh man.
I think Gyarados right now is the bulkiest deck, especially if it's like the Nacho. You can correct me, but the main version is still Druddigon Greninja. Is that right?
Yup.
Yeah. Still,
I think Greninja is the bulkiest deck in the meta. And it's not even slow because of it. Like, it's not as fast as some of the other decks, but it's not as slow as you would think it would be for how hard it is to kill. And not just the Gyarados. You have to deal with a rocky helmeted Druddigon.
Yeah,
Greninja is not a non-factor. You know, with Leaf, you can really do some dynamic plays with this Gyarados deck, and eventually it's just going to start hitting its delete button.
No, he's right. He said he's S with Lee being non-existent, which is true, dude. Gyarados is ridiculous. He's not better than
S with Leaf being non-existent.
Yeah.
No, Lee.
Lee.
Oh, Lee. Yes,
Yeah.
I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
no, that's so
don't
right.
disagree with it being S. I'm cool with that. And would y'all agree that Gyarados is more consistent than Darkrai Greninja?
I think Gyarados is the home for
that deck
Greninja
been
right now.
consistent.
Yes, and can we be for real? It's the best water deck right now. We need to bump.
Come on, no. See, Nacho, I was with you, but no. It's not better than Palkia, man. Come on, Nacho.
It's way better than Palkia.
It's not. That Palkia Manaphy deck, you can do whatever you want because they have thousands of energy.
I will make this argument for either side. Gyarados.
Palkia has thousands of energy to play with. You're literally dancing with energy, bro. You have Misty, Vaporeon. It's literally like, come on, dude.
You can attack what were you saying, Sheik?
If you want.
I was going to say something, but Ash is making good arguments. No, Ash, hear me out. What I was going to say is Gyarados discards 1 energy from the field, possibly itself, whereas Palkia discards 3. But Ash does make a good point with Vaporeon, with Misty, with Manaphy. You are playing around with so much energy,
dude. It's too much energy, dude.
Taking out
especially with giant cape. You giant cape your Manaphy.
He's trying to agree with you. Give him a second, man.
So
no, go ahead.
The only drawback I see is where Palkia's HP isn't as high as Gyarados. I think I agree with Ash here. I think
listen, Sheik, listen. Palkia can't have a higher HP stat than Gyarados because Gyarados is a state like you can't just. They're not just going to give a basic 180 HP, 150 damage. Go ahead, just do you. No. See, it balances out. Palkia is a EX. He's a basic EX. So you Pokeball Palkia, bro. He's online. You know. Gyarados is not like that. You gotta get
Now,
Gyarados online.
Isaiah does make a good point in chat, and I didn't see earlier until now. I appreciate your sub as well. Gyarados, they said they take Gyarados over Palkia because it's easier to play. And I can definitely see that. Gyarados is a lot easier to play than Palkia because you throw Drud out, you get Magikarp on the back, you know, you Misty, you go into Gyarados, you know, you Leaf out, you know, and it's just, you know, you're bam, 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 you're making plays and play. Whereas with Palkia, you put Manaphy out, you distribute energy, then you go into Eevee, then you go into Vaporeon, then you're moving energy around, and then you go put Palkia out, you attack, you're moving more energy around. So I feel
there's
Palkia
so many moving pieces in Palkia.
I feel like Palkia, you have to drive the deck harder.
I fought a Palkia deck even when they were struggling with energy to haven't had the best start. It didn't matter. You got Misty, you got Manaphy, you got Vape. You're going to get the energy you require. So that's guaranteed.
Wait, so are you saying Palkia is better than Gyarados, or are you saying Gyarados is better than Palkia?
I feel
Wait, are we talking about the EX in general or these two meta decks?
The decks.
We're talking about the decks.
Obviously, I think Palkia Manaphy is better than Gyarados, but you know,
hilarious.
So I feel like they're very close.
You're talking like Manaphy. Oh, they're close for sure. You're talking like Manaphy isn't 50 HP though. We got to remember that fact. He's
right.
Gyarados, Magikarp is 30 HP, bro. You start with,
but
you don't always start with
no, there's a big difference.
You don't always start with Gyarados
first. No, you never lead with Magikarp. The comparison would be
bad.
The comparison is either The comparison is either Manaphy or Druddigon.
Yeah,
and I would make the argument that if you don't leaf out the Druddigon, it's almost the same as the free point for Manaphy. It's not the same.
Exactly.
You can leaf it out. It does have longevity.
I think for the sake of just time, I'm willing to just leave Palkia where it's at and say that they're almost dead even.
Right.
Yeah.
And just keep Palkia in front just because it's the new card.
They're very close.
That's true. We're taking a long time.
I think we're about to round out 2 hours right now. So next we have Skarmory, but not the Magnezone build. It's going to be the other Skarmory build. And
Bastiodon.
Bastiodon.
Oh, Bastiodon.
It's better than it's B tier. A. B.
No, it's definitely not A.
Not A.
As much as I love the deck, it is not an A tier deck.
Yeah, it's probably B.
It's not enough. I've tried it before. But the Fossil is kind of trouble.
Okay. So I'm willing to put it around.
It's honestly high B. No, it's A. It's A. Come on, dude. You start with Skarmory, get your tools. You get Bastiodon. Once Bastiodon, once Bastiodon's online, you might as well concede, bro, because you're not punching through Bastiodon.
So this was what I was waiting on, because the next one being Magnezone Skarmory, I feel like Nacho should take both Skarmory decks and tell us where he wants to go.
Yeah, go ahead, Nacho, bro.
Give us your opinion, Nacho.
Hey, what's the next X? Sorry?
No, both. I'm going to let you rate both of the decks.
He's gonna let you
Skarmory Bastiodon and Skarmory Magnezone.
Okay, so Skarmory Magnezone, in my opinion, is the number 2 deck in the format right now, but it's, debatable number 2, number 3 with the, Darkrai Magnezone. But it's definitely S tier. That deck is frying right now. It's frying. The 50 damage is huge right now. And unfortunately, the Skarmory Bastiodon is not doing quite as well. It's just not quite as consistent as the Magnezone. But man, that is such a cool deck. It's such a creative deck. You can get wins out of anywhere with that deck.
Absolutely.
Deck where you literally never concede with it, because you could always just flip heads.
Dude, that's so true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
dude, it's literally broken, but okay. This Skarmory, I would say this Magnezone Skarmory deck, honestly, is currently
Why
the
will you
best
put
in the game.
Skarmory Bastiodon deck, Nacho?
It is currently the best deck. This dude Nacho just went 4-0 with it in a tournament.
Okay. And have a great night, Matt. I saw what you put in the chat.
All right, have a great.
Now, I will take this next one because you know how I feel about Starmie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think Palkia Starmie is a great deck. It's fun. It's fun.
I used to like it.
I used to as well, but I feel like there's so many more. How do I put this properly? I feel like there's so many more options that are just better for Palkia. Palkia, Vaporeon. I mean, honestly, I would even go as far as to say Palkia Starmie is on the same level as Palkia Greninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, we were finding out the best Palkia decks before the Vaporeon garbage. We were testing it out, and Palkia Starmie was probably top 2 Palkia.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. It was fast.
But once we go into Vaporeon with Monophy, I mean, there's no comparison, honestly.
There isn't. It's just literally sad. It's literally sad. Like, is anyone gonna discuss this? Like, come on, dude.
No.
Ants makes a good point. Ant says, "Let's be honest, Magnezone put Starmie in a coffin."
Yep.
No, I disagree.
Okay.
I think Magnezone was an incredible buff to Starmie. It put Articuno in a coffin. You run Magnezone instead of Articuno with Starmie.
Bro.
Wait, whoa.
Talk about a different thing.
Did I just hear Starmie Magnezone?
Yes.
No
Oh yeah.
I mean, what Ant says is that people play Magnezone, that's why people are afraid to play Starmie. Because Magnezone can one-shot Starmie, right?
Yeah, that's what.
No, exactly.
That's what Ant said.
Okay.
But against anything that isn't Magnezone, and
that's why Starmie
that's kind of sparse.
is going to be low. Yeah.
You know what I think would be good with Starmie? I think Empoleon. Starmie Empoleon.
Okay, bro.
I'm not trolling, Nacho.
So I think we're gonna move on to the next one because I know I want to hear Ash make their argument here. Mewtwo, go for it. Make us believe in Mewtwo again, Ash.
Okay, as simple as this. Mewtwo's existence literally nullifies the fighting type existence. So, what do you? I mean, it's gotta be. Let me see. Let me look at these decks real quick.
Fighting's the worst.
Bro, it's crazy because on this tier list, we're going to be having fighting decks ahead of all the psychic decks.
It still shuts down psychic. It still shuts down the fighting type. So it shuts down Gallade so hard. Let me see.
We know for a fact Mewtwo's not S. Can we?
No, it's not S. Yeah, it's not S.
Do we think that it's strong enough to be low A though? Or is it B?
No, I do. I do think Mewtwo will stand the test of time. I do think Mewtwo is A tier. I do. Mewtwo will stand the test of time, bro. Mewtwo has already what it needs. It's just finding out what else it needs. And I've been playing around with Miss Magius. I've been playing around with Azelf, Cyrus. You know, Mewtwo is just ridiculous, bro.
Zuck says Mewtwo is C. And Ant says Hitmonlee makes it very hard for Gardevoir to get online.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What are you? No.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
No, bro. I've never had that problem.
Now, Isaiah says Gardevoir is a super strong energy accelerator that helps Mewtwo. Which we
you can't run Mewtwo without Gardevoir. I don't think anyone disagrees with that. I think
that's not true.
It is.
You don't think so?
Mewtwo Magnezone sucked. It did. Come on, Nacho. You know. Come on.
Okay. Let's be for real. You can't run Gardevoir without Mewtwo.
What?
Mewtwo. You cannot run Gardevoir without Mewtwo.
Golurk, Mew, Gengar.
Golurk.
You asked, bro.
Bro, Golurk is mentioned, bro. This
you
is
asked.
crazy tier
I didn't even know that was in the game. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Right. Yep. Let's let the case rest right there, bro.
I would say it is middle of the road B tier. It's literally perfect. That's a perfect spot. It's the perfect spot for Mewtwo. Middle of the road right now, but This
Well, I
is
think
wrong.
Skarmory Bastodon is definitely better, and I think Dialga Yanmega is probably better.
Oh god, don't say
No,
that. Don't say
it's
that.
Definitely better.
No. See, no. Dialga Yanmega should be C tier. Honestly, it's not good anymore. Like someone thought it was good,
But you're just wrong
realized
on that.
someone thought it was good, but then realized it actually sucked.
It is
It's not
actually
his best
good.
partner.
It is
No,
actually
it's
good.
putting up
Not
numbers.
Dialga's best partner.
Like that deck
bro.
is Dialga Yanmega is tight.
It's not
It
even his
is.
best partner.
It
It's
is
not.
the best part.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Yanmega doesn't
it
have
is.
a good-
Okay.
It
It
is.
is the best partner.
So, who would like to take
All right,
Venusaur eggs?
Oh, me, please.
No,
All right,
I
go
wouldn't.
for it.
Venusaur
I haven't
eggs.
done.
No,
I haven't done
Venusaur
one in
eggs
like
is terrible.
45 minutes. You got to give me Venusaur eggs.
All right,
Yeah.
Chap. We'll take it.
Okay. The thing with Venusaur eggs is you're running a lot of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You've got
Yeah.
2 stage 2s, or yeah. You've got both Venusaur line. You have to run. You've got both
Yeah.
Executor line. You have to run.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You also want both Shaman, and you can go down to 1 Shaman, but you want both. There's
I
a
don't
lot
even
of
think
Pokemon.
Shaman is ran. That's too many mons at that point, bro.
Oh,
You
there's
can't
so,
run
so
Shaman.
many more. So many
You
Pokemon.
can't run Shaman, bro. You're coping with the Shaman, bro. You can't run. You can't even run Executor. You're coping with Executor, bro.
All right, what?
Venusaur-
Hold on a
Yeah.
second. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me have my piece. I don't think Venusaur needs Cyrus. I don't think it really needs Sabrina. It benefits the. I think the Egg
Indeed,
Venusaur deck is the best deck to run PC in.
Mhm.
Objectively, you can't run both. You don't have room for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when you see the one of, it's always going to be a beneficial card to have.
Yeah.
think you might
Especially if
even
you're
run
on the double
two.
chain.
I do agree
You
with
probably
Ants.
You probably
I do
do.
agree with Ants, bro. Venusaur with Caterpie is the way to go. You wanna heal? You go full
Bro.
healing. You don't dibble and dabble.
No, absolutely
Nacho,
not.
are you serious? You don't dibble
Absolutely
and dabble
not.
with the healing because then it's not going to be enough healing. You go Butterfree and maybe
No, 10 every
Yeah.
turn stacks. It adds up, especially because
No,
Venusaur
no.
heals itself,
Mm-hmm.
especially because you definitely run both Potion, both Erica. That 10, 20, 30, 40, because Venusaur
Okay,
is
but-
absolutely staying on the board.
starting the game with
It's-
Shaman is a death wish, bro. You're forgetting about
Sure,
that.
but you have no. But you have Executor and you have Bulbasaur. You're not. If your hand only has Shaman, you have hit a freak rarity, and you should buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but to
True.
clarify here, we're debating between like C and D tier, right?
Yeah. Well, honestly, nah.
I don't necessarily think it's. I don't necessarily think it's B tier.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think it's D tier. Like
So
it's not.
Are we
ran
saying
often.
middle of the road C tier then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, mid-ish C tier.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's better than.
Middle of the road.
I don't think it's better than Stormy Palkia.
Okay.
I think it's probably better
Might
than
be, 'cause
Palkia
this was the
Greninja.
first. Venusaur was the first card that we knew to counter. Like this was the first card that we like. Oh, this actually counters Darkrai. So I do agree. With this.
Yeah, but
The Venusaur line is kind of slow.
Celebi.
Yeah.
it is slow.
It is super
If
slow.
you were not in such an aggressive meta, I think it'd be mid, high mid, B tier. But the meta is very fast right now, and if you don't lead with the Executor, it's a slog.
Yeah.
I think where it's at right now is exactly where it needs to be. It's a fun
Yeah.
deck. It
Mhm.
can win against some very strong decks. It
Yeah.
can also just flounder and do nothing.
Because it's the tankiest deck in the game. You got 210 health Venusaur healing.
No,
Lord knows
you do
how
not
much
have room for
return.
Cape. Cape is
What?
overkill, and you don't have
You
room for it.
you can put a cape in there. The deck is full.
Okay.
Wow.
So next we have Yanmega Executor.
Mega
it's
Egg. See, that's better than Dialga Mega.
I agree.
I would agree. I would agree with that. Like, yeah,
Do we think
yeah,
it's
like I said,
above Mewtwo though?
Yeah.
It's above.
No.
I think it's probably even better than Skarmory Bastiodon.
I do
how
think
consistent
Mewtwo.
it is.
I think Mewtwo and this deck is better than Skarmory Bass. That deck is not consistent.
Okay.
You're mistaken. As a Mewtwo fanboy, you're mistaken.
And it still counted that right Weevil though.
Nacho,
That's right.
I clap you almost
That's right.
every day with Mewtwo. What is this copium? The amount of copium, bro, is just... It's wild.
Bro, there's no way you're gonna say this shit like it's true, bro. Dude, you haven't beat me with Mewtwo in 2 months, man.
No,
Okay.
Nacho, he has picked his hill, and by God, he's gonna die on it.
Hey, I respect it.
I mean,
So I do
Bro, my
feel
problem
like
is-
the last card or the last deck here is pretty much a easy one. I'd say bottom S tier for Charizard, personally.
Really?
Yeah. Test of time. It's another one of them tested. Can we make a test of time tier list, because it's one of them test of time decks, just like Mewtwo, Gyarados, Celebi. It's just one of them decks.
I think that would be a fun.
Oh,
tier
right,
list.
Greninja
I don't think we have enough
Charizard,
sets
yeah.
yet.
So Lungy in the chat says Mewtwo on top.
Of course. At least he plays the game. He actually plays the game. He doesn't play
yo,
Vice City Pocket.
So
Somehow
let
Lungy
me
and
just
Ash-
point this out because Ash said at least he plays the game. I know for a fact Lungy has never played Pokemon Pocket.
No.
bro,
Oh. Uh-oh.
dude has been caught out so hard.
Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go over this real quick. So we have S tier, Celebi Executor, then Magnezone Skarmory, then Darkrai Magnezone, then Palkia Vaporeon, Gyarados, Darkrai Greninja, and then Charizard. For A tier,
these are currently the strongest decks in the game. These are the decks you will be seeing.
Oh yeah. I think every deck here deserves to be here. I think Charizard is definitely better than Darkrai Greninja.
Yep.
Yeah, Darkrai Greninja. I don't even know why that's up here, to be honest. That's not. No, that's
Darkrai Greninja is very strong.
Yeah, I feel
it
like
is
it
strong,
still
but
stays
it's not
in S.
S tier. It's not
I
S
think
tier.
it is. I think it is.
All right.
I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess it can be. It can be, but it's just bricks. But
put the Gyarados above the Palkia, and then that's a perfect S tier in my opinion.
Yeah, Charizard is ridiculous. Test of time.
I feel like I'm happy with this tier list. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I do too. I do like the S tier, but
Yeah.
the A tier, that Executive Mew, please, for the love of God, bro. Please move him down.
No,
Just at least move down one slot. Please do something about that Executive Mew, bro.
Does
It's
this make
not
you happy,
good.
Ash?
Mew-
Does
no.
that make you happy?
Executor Mew is
bro,
exactly
listen,
the same deck as Executor Celebi, except it does a little bit better in some matchups, a lot better in other matchups, and a little bit worse in most matchups.
See, I got the receipts.
It's the same deck.
Nacho gave me the receipts. Little did he know the receipts were in my favor. So, Executor Mew, bro, oh my God. Out of 135 wins, they got 135 wins, 100 losses, 56% win rate. 56% win rate, which is terrible. Meanwhile, Executor...
What?
Bro.
Celebi...
No, above 50% is winning. Like, that's
actually really good.
No, let him actually read the stats out, because he's about to catch
No, because
Yeah, go ahead and read the receipts. Show us the receipts.
No. I just read it. You're trolling. This is what type of tournament is this, bro? What type of tournament is this, Nacho, bro?
This is the biggest tournament every week. This is the most.
No.
This had 2,000 players in it.
Is it the Ursa Day tournament?
But since you're saying that, though, it has twice as many players. It has twice as many players, bro. Literally. Triple amount of players.
Yes.
The Executor Mew.
I'm not out here telling you that Mew is better than Celebi, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just saying the deck has some legs. Like
it has some legs, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I feel like this is where we're going to end the tier list right here. I feel like it's good.
Yes, sir.
I mean that S tier list.
I think we nailed it.
The S rank. That's the decks you're going to see in the most tournaments. That's what you're seeing in the events.
But
and
if we,
it's good.
but in the A tier should be the decks that we see daily playing the game, like Delayed,
Bro.
Incarnate.
Nah,
no.
No chance.
No, we're good.
No chance. No chance.
I tried to get that Incarnate up there, but yeah.
All right, so let's put Mr. Snorri up
I
here.
do think
And,
Incarnate is stronger than that, though.
boys, I appreciate all the help with the tier list.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna bump up.
Oh,
and,
yes, sir.
close
Thank you for
things
having
out on
us.
the stream. Yes,
For real.
For real.
we're gonna have to do these like every couple weeks because the meta's been shifting.
Yes, sir,
so I hope
man.
y'all are up for that.
Yep.
It's literally been shifting so much. Like that Skarmory Magnezone is not going to be meta in like a couple days.
We'll see.
But
We'll see.
yeah.
Well, to be
All right. Well, that tier list took about 2.5 hours to record, so I don't think we're going to get any viewer battles tonight. I apologize, stream. I'm going to go try to get this edited before I go to sleep. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I get this uploaded tomorrow, so hopefully I'll enjoy that. And I will be live again tomorrow night, and we will be doing some viewer battles tomorrow night. With that being said, I appreciate everybody who stopped by and hung out and had fun. That Ash dude was yapping, not gonna lie. Hey, we love having Ash in the call. We love having, going back and forth. Hopefully the platform, but the way that we had that set up was a little bit easier for everybody to hear and get their opinions across. And let me know whenever the video goes up, let me know in the comments what y'all think about it, as well as if there's any changes that y'all would have made. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great night. I'm gonna try to go get some editing done before I go to sleep, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow night. It's always fun, and hopefully we can keep these tier lists going every other week as far as the meta, and we'll mix in some other tier lists as well throughout the different days of the week. So have a great night, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.